those of the management, ownership, or production of Glory 93.9 FM.
Hey, smile a while, give your face a rest, alright? Your troubles won't last always. Don't worry about it. God's gonna work it out, alright? Don't worry, just say, good morning. Good morning. Even the troubles are done. Yeah. Good morning. Just smile and say good morning. Say good morning. Good morning. Come on. The troubles are done. And done. Smile. Just smile and say good morning. Alright. Hold on. Don't cry. No, babe. No, babe. The troubles won't last always. Be still and know He is God, yeah. Mention His name, all knees will bow. Why? Those tears, 'cause the joy, joy of the Lord is your strength. He won't give you more than you can bear. No way. In the morning, hey, the troubles are done. The joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning. It's good morning. Good morning. Even the troubles are done. The joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning. Good morning. Don't worry, don't cry. Everything will be alright. Move your frown and smile a while. The troubles won't last all night. Happiness is yours, just claim it. On Calvary, Jesus paid it. Don't be ashamed to stand up and say it. Jesus, because smile and you can't contain it. Everything would be alright. The troubles won't last all night. Smile and make your face look like Jesus. Make all the heavy load light. Everything would be alright. The troubles won't last all night. Smile and make your face look like Jesus. Make all the heavy load light. The troubles are done. The joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The troubles are done. That's right. Just smile and say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Make your face look nice. It's gonna be alright. Good morning. Good morning. No trouble's gonna keep me down. Turning my frown, turn it upside down. My situation turning around, yes, turning around, yes, turning around. This joy is unspeakable. My God is unshakable. Give me joy to my belly full. Can't find this joy no way uncapable. This joy that's inside of me is for all the world to say. I serve in the Almighty, and He setting captives free. This joy that's inside of me is for all the world to say. I serve in the Almighty, and He setting the captives free. Yeah. It's gonna be alright in the morning. Even the troubles are done. The joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Even the troubles are done. The joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Smile a while and give your face a rest. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing on a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Saturday?
Plenty.
Hey, smile a while, give your face a
Why do we do so loud?
Beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. I told you about that. My colleague, right? Who used to say that every day. I listen. Hey, morning, beautiful. Every day.
that's good.
Beautiful.
Oh, y'all can't see us? Oh, hey, there me go. There me go.
If in any way Mr. Colley is listening today, good morning, Mr. Colley.
One, everybody. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. This is Glory 93.9 FM on a beautiful Saturday. I want to first apologize.
Beautiful.
I want to first apologize to those that were listening to the station this morning. You couldn't listen to it. We had to do some updates. Did they ask to do these updates? No, they didn't. But the computer's like, nah, I updated today. And there's nothing you can do about it.
That's right, because it's a beautiful Saturday.
And so guess what he did? The computer updated. And so here we are now. But good morning to everybody in the land of the living. Merry morning, Mary Lightmore Walker. Good to see you, ma'am. To all those that are here, share it.
Share it. Good morning, Miss Walker. I said to Delton.
That's what we're doing now.
I said to Delton, I said, oh my, is Miss Walker not tired of us by now? Delton say, don't say, Miss Walker, we on this radio saying we ain't taking no vaccine.
Yeah, y'all just...
People coming on the radio saying they ain't paying their bills.
I was talking,
and
we ain't paying no bills.
Miss Mary is faithfully standing with all of the shows
all
here
the shows at Glory
93.9.
And for that, man, thanks.
We're grateful to you. You are today's MVP.
We give you thanks for all
you are
that you
today's
continue to do for us.
MVP, Miss Walker. Good to have you. Share it.
Judy May Mott.
Judy May Mott.
Morning, Judy May. Happy Sabbath.
To you. Morning. She's saying we are relieved and we are glad to be. Annie
Elite is here at tea
Annie
time.
Elite usually wait till like the end and say something profound or trapsy. So she come to greet us early. Good morning, Annie Elite. I was looking for you last week, but I feel like I gotta. Yeah. Don't worry. We talk later.
Who's looking for?
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for?
Church.
Oh yeah. She been doing
But then I was also looking for a twin. I was like, Sam ain't right.
Yeah.
The balance is off. But order has been restored.
There was a disturbance
to
in the force.
There was a disturbance. I was not pleased.
Yes,
but order has been restored. All is right in the world, and we are grateful.
Did she home?
You mean home? She gone to the home?
I didn't even know. I confused now.
Wow, Annie, this mass confusion taking place.
Mass confusion taking place.
Delton doesn't know.
I know you gone.
You gone?
What am I doing, Annie?
And you ain't even saying nothing.
So anyway, can share it. So also on Facebook, share it. She said, "Yep, my Annie gone."
Jesus, what's this? Annie Leach, you have my mother's spirit, you know, because my mommy called me the other day and her background changed. She's back in the UK. I said, good for you, boo. Good for you. Good for you.
All right then. So good morning to Elise, who's in South Florida.
Wow.
Good morning, everybody. Julie said she has had a tuna salad, grits, and pear. Now she's drinking an orange peel and lemon peel. Oh, this sounds fancy. Orange peel and lemon peel tea.
Fancy.
Very citrus flavored. I like it.
Orange peel and lemon peel.
I like it.
Why the peel?
The peel is stronger. They get that real flavor.
Really? So why we don't put, you know how we make tea with lime? Because you know how you all introduced me to tea with lime.
Yeah.
Why we don't put just the lime peel in it then one time? Too strong.
Because it'll be lemon zest. No, they never say like a zest of lemon. That's what they mean. They take the peel and they just grate it.
That's true. Lemon zest is the peel.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
Right.
Sounds great, Judy May. Good morning, Shaquinda Divinity Nixon. Good morning.
Did you see Shaquinda this week?
No.
I forget. For those that don't know, Vera's very occupied at the time now. She decided that she wanted to be great in life.
I did. Delta, you going to put all my business on these streets?
And this greatness has set her back a little bit from social media life.
You're my family. I feel like they could know.
So
I trying to be great, guys. I taking on extra responsibilities.
Yeah.
It's taking me a little bit of time to adjust. That's all.
But Shaquinda this week was on Girl Talk.
Yes, because I saw the name. I didn't put 2 + 2.
You didn't put it together.
I didn't put them together. What I saw was the 2 and the next 2, but I didn't put them together. I didn't get to watch that show, unfortunately.
Yes, because you were trying to be great. But Shaquinda was on and did an amazing job. Has an amazing testimony.
Oh my goodness! I will definitely catch up and watch that.
She had people crying.
I know.
No. Tears. And at the same time, she cracking jokes in between the tears.
We love
she cracking jokes.
We love that here at Glory. We love that here at Glory 93.9. Sprinkle that serious with that joy. Sprinkle it.
The joy.
Put that joy.
Because Shaquinda is a cancer survivor.
I know that was the topic.
And Shaquinda was like, "What? I have cancer." This is her line from the whole. She's like, "What?" But thanks be to God, Shaquinda. Thank God for you, man, and what God has done in your life.
My gosh.
Good morning. Shauna Smith is here as well.
Sean is on time. Blessed be God.
Yeah, she said before 3
o'clock. Because if I can bank on someone being later than me, Shauna Smith.
It's gonna be Shauna. Then
it's gonna be Shauna
around 1 o'clock. Franklin.
And he could call in.
And he coming in. He coming in hot.
Yeah.
He coming in hot with something to say.
He coming in hot. Coming in.
And so, good morning.
Good to see you all this morning. Who's got a sad face? Why do we have a sad face?
Already?
Someone's already got a sad face. Maybe the sad face is to do with the fact that we were not
here last
week. And I have to extend my apologies. Dalton was good enough, kind enough. I was in my feelings for 1 minute. I was like, Dalton, put a message out. Just let the people know we ain't going to be on today. Dalton's like, yeah, I'm going live. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. We did not talk about this.
Yeah.
So you're going to DGMT without me?
It wasn't a DGMT.
But I didn't know that at the time. So when I saw the actual book, I was like, okay, he's just extending an apology and, you know, some love to our family on a Saturday morning because they was expecting it. They were waiting.
They were looking forward.
They were waiting on it. And so my apology, but we back and we badder than ever.
Badder than ever. One Andy. Andy is here from New York City.
All the way from New York.
By me into Vandress. Vandress, Freeport, Nassau, New York City. One and Andy. So good morning, one. It's good morning, all. Good morning,
good
one.
Morning, one. Good
morning, all.
No, good morning.
It's good morning, one. Good morning, all. Good morning, short. Good morning, tall. Good morning, big. Good morning, small. Good morning, all of y'all.
I love it. Love
so
it.
Everybody, welcome. Yeah, sorry, Judy.
Judy man.
Yeah, like I said, we're living the best life.
I'm trying to be great, and Delta, we got to give them a heads up for next week. I'm just saying.
Oh, next week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, next week.
Got to give them a heads up for next week.
Okay, so
last week because I was trying to be great. Next week,
this week,
because Delta and I must be great.
Yeah, apparently we have to be great.
We have to be great.
We can try beg. We can try beg for. We can beg for.
Who's we?
No, all right then, never mind.
Who is we? When you start speaking French, not me.
We. Hey, Christophe. Where God pray hard. That's pray though. That's play. I say pray hard, Christophe. Just FYI. I can't find the camera. There you go. Work hard, pray hard.
Delta, that's my cup you have today.
Huh?
That's my cup.
I had this now for the past 2 weeks.
Some been off balance, man. I keep using. Not that there's anything wrong with this cup.
Just saying.
But it is a 30th birthday cup, and some of you may not believe it, but I am not 30.
Contrary to popular belief.
And I'm older than that age. Contrary to popular belief. Had a moment this weekend and it was careless. It was careless of me because I was talking to my older kids about the vaccine. Segue. And
speaking of vaccine.
They were asking me why I'm not getting it. And I was just, kind of saying some of the reasons why. And I mentioned some concerns I had about caution they were giving to people between the ages of 18 to 29 on the current vaccine, right? And they were like, Miss Wilson, and I was like, and I was like, and while I'm not in that age bracket, I still want to be quite careful. So they were like, you're not in that age bracket. I was like, oh God.
They didn't know.
They were like, Miss Wilson, how old? I was like, let's read this one alone. Because the little ones will say like, you're 16, 19, but the older ones have a little bit more, they're a bit more balanced. And they'll be like 23, 24. I'll be like, stop it. Like, if you say so.
Like
yes.
Close.
Yes, I am. Whatever age you say I am, that's whatever age I am.
So, so next week, unfortunately,
I just saw Judy's
like around 8ish. You know that ain't
Julie.
I know Vera probably gonna be late next week. So the event we have to go. So we have at our church, Life Worship Center, we're having a retreat.
Not me.
For those of us who are ministers.
Not me. Say I'm gonna be late. The devil is a liar.
She spelled my name wrong the whole week. Come on, Judy.
How? I mean, Delton. What do you think it was?
Delton. It's Delton.
And maybe was she spelling your name wrong?
Jamaican accent.
In the chats on the other shows, probably.
So anyway, so we won't be here next week. We're gonna say that. We might do a pre-record. No, we won't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna give us.
I mean, I'm all for it. If it doesn't happen, I blame Delton.
No, you're not. Morning, hey, Maureen. We have 2 New Yorkers. Listen to me. This show is international today. Come, message your friend.
To the world.
Message our
Listen, I have some birthday shout-outs because you know me. I don't do birthday shout-outs.
Birthday shout-outs?
Today, I have birthday shout-outs.
Let's get a birthday shout-out. Someone find you, man. Get Suriname on the line, please. So we have a full, international
full representation. Let me send a message to Aggie. She watches after the fact. She had a lot to say about last show. About when I was talking about dating and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Jesus.
She don't use dating boys.
Now every comment she makes to me after that has been to do with me dating. So she saw my picture on Facebook. She said, oh, so is this how you put yourself out there? I was like, oh, sis, the shade was not necessary. One thing you will not get from an African mother is tact. Never, ever. So yeah, instead of just telling me my picture on Facebook looked nice, just like it like everybody else, she want to send me shady message. Anyway, but hey, when she does watch this, let me fix that. Hey,
good morning.
Hey, mommy. Hey,
morning.
And good morning to all at Divine Designs.
Divine Designs. Divine Designs is here listening to us. So we had Maureen celebrate on Tuesday, as you find yours.
Awesome.
That's Miss Liz. All my life until Facebook, then I realized there's someone named Maureen. I didn't know who Maureen was. All my life her name was Liz.
I don't understand.
Exactly, I didn't understand either.
I'm confused.
All my life.
What's happening? What's
Her
happening?
name was Liz, and then came Facebook. I met a Maureen. It's like, who in the world is Maureen? Anyway,
no Maureen.
but so she was on Tuesday. Who else celebrated? You find your guest list yet?
Yeah, I haven't committed to memory.
Oh, all right. So we have Father Roderick Bain. It's my cousin. He's a father. He's
father?
Anglican. Yeah.
Aww,
Roderick
takes me
Bain.
back.
He celebrates today. That's a good
Happy
cousin
birthday.
from Mangrove Key, Andres.
Good
He's
cousin
celebrating
from
today.
Mangrove Key.
Jaconda Grant,
Jacon-
Life Worship Center member. Where it is? Where the thing on? Oh, sorry. I played at the same
Wrong
time.
sound,
I
Delton.
played both at the same time.
You had one job. This is like police pulling out tasers, pulling out guns when they should be pulling out tasers.
You can go for that. No, you can't go for that.
I just mean, come on.
Not the low hanging fruit.
Sorry. That wasn't funny.
Yeah, no, that right there, that makes no sense. But anyway,
That
so
was low.
that is.
Have we had a show since all of that?
No, we had no shows to say.
Well.
I think that's all I have for today. I have no other birthdays today.
Okay, so
you
in
go ahead.
addition, I would like to send a birthday shout out to my original R.O.D. in the person
What I mean?
of
I saw that
Ride or
online
Die.
too. Okay. So I saw you post that. I was like, Rod. That's so.
Do you know why we used to call each
that's
other Ride or
That's
Die?
South African. I was like, I know that is.
Silly.
You was like
R.O.D.
my
is.
original Rod. I was like, that's
R.O.D.
South African. I was like, I don't know what this is.
Silly Billy. And that's because when we were at university, she was the only one that had a car.
Makes sense.
And I literally, I'd ride with her everywhere. And I always got the front seat because I was her ride or die. That's why.
Makes sense.
Her name is Jumoke, and she celebrated her 30th birthday.
30
The 30th.
Jumi.
30th birthday on, what's the day? Saturday. So she celebrated on Thursday. Happy birthday, Jimmy. And then today, my one and only kindred spirit, Wanu, celebrates her birthday.
Oh, Wanu's today?
It is Wanu's birthday today. So have a wonderful birthday in the UK. Living your best life.
Living the best lives.
Fuck.
Danella Johnson is here. Oh, honey.
Tonella, this is a new name, eh? This is a new name?
I've been there before.
Okay.
This is my cousin from lives up in Tennessee.
Listen
Nashville,
to me.
Tennessee.
Represented
So
all over
we
from
are
the north,
fully-
the south, the
fully
east, and the
represented
west.
today.
Fully represented.
Oh.
So happy birthday to Maureen explained the whole thing.
Yeah, her name was
She
Elizabeth
explained the whole
Maureen.
thing.
Now I know Liz.
And when Maureen, question. Do you have your middle name on Facebook so people can't find you? Because I realize a lot of my teacher friends have done that. They
They
use
do
their
that?
middle names
So the students can't find
so
them.
the students can't find them. Me, stupid. As
Whole
unique
name.
as unique as my name is, I've got the whole thing. Nothing, no ambiguity. Come look for me. Here I am.
Do they often add you?
No,
Oh,
no,
try
they
to?
don't. They
No.
know better than that.
Ah.
I mean, if you like shame and embarrassment, that's fine.
Go for it. More than
If you like to be disgraced, that's okay.
More than Cassie.
Morning, Cassie. Good morning.
So the
Good
people
morning.
are here. Good morning to everybody.
So we've done our good mornings. We've done our
So-
birthday shout-outs.
Housekeeping, as we continue to do housekeeping.
Ooh.
Oh, Judy gave me a whole list. Judy May
Yeah,
says,
but Judy May, she turning DGMT into something else because she come and talk about how she cooking. I don't know how I feel about all of that.
and she got in bring no food for us.
As in, when we have our potluck, she's not even coming.
She can't even come when our potluck days. But her daughter's birthday was Wednesday. So happy birthday to
Happy
daughter.
birthday.
Husband's birthday is Monday coming.
Ooh.
Happy birthday to yourself. Happy early
I
birthday.
can imagine April is
So here's this
expensive
list. This is
month.
the list I was having for Judy May. I don't know where I think Judy May needs to come down to Nassau because this is pretty extensive.
Judy May, you are not.
Judy May is currently for tomorrow.
But to be honest, this is the speciality of domestic engineers.
She's a domestic engineer. I did forget that.
Don't
So
sleep.
there's conch salad. I guess that's just to cleanse the palate. There's some there's some stew conch,
To cleanse
conch
the
fritters, oxtail, curry goat, steamed chicken, peas and rice, baked mac and cheese, potato salad, and plantain. So all roads lead. Where you today?
Honestly,
in Virginia.
drop the pin.
All roads
Drop
lead.
the pin. We can make this happen. Drop the pin in the chat.
Let's say like
And to be honest,
shame and
if you like shame and embarrassment, you could add me on Facebook. Oh, much better. Add me on Instagram. Go ahead.
So all roads lead these down to the Virginia. I think she's in Virginia. Eh? I think it's Virginia where Judy May is. So Judy, we head down there.
Who's in the nearby area? Because let's not put this to waste. She said Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah, so all roads head down to Norfolk. We have a big party tomorrow with good food. Good food. Morning, Marisha Walker's
Good
here.
morning, good
people.
morning. Good
All right,
morning, good morning.
That's our housekeeping. So housekeeping, news and reviews.
News and reviews. That's it. This show becomes more and more organized as we go.
Well,
I
news
love
and
it. I love
news
it.
and reviews.
News and reviews.
The vaccine is still being issued out. They're opening more and more centers.
Honestly, I tried to be a good radio show co-host, and I went to just browse the news to see if I'd missed anything, because I've been a bit under the rock this week.
Yeah.
And literally all the news is about the vaccine. Every article. Apparently, very little else has happened in the last 7 days.
Yeah, no, that
a couple
seems
things.
to be...
One or two things about shanty towns. I saw some keywords.
Keywords.
Shanty towns. What else I saw as a keyword?
Did you see the triplex that's in the bus?
Triplex on a bus? I don't understand.
There was a triplex on a bus.
I don't understand.
In Abaco.
I don't understand.
Abaco.
There was a triplex.
They took. When I tell you what the creativity, whoever this person is, they definitely.
I guess I'm about to Google triplex on a bus.
I think I have the video. I can send you the video. Let me send it to you right now so you can see it. When I tell you the creativity is out of this world. So there's a big yellow school bus. They took the big yellow school bus. They did petitions. They put some stuff over the windows. They started to had the holes drilled for sewage to have running water and toilets. In a yellow school bus, they just randomly threw a yellow school bus on a property, and they were living there illegally. They had beds. They had the whole 9 yards.
Triplex. So when you say triplex, they split into three?
Split into three. When I tell you this was amazing.
Send that to me, please.
I'm sending you right now. I will try to put it up online. Someone say they won't see it too. I'm going to try to put it online.
I'm wowed.
When I tell you it was creativity at its highest.
I think, do you know what? I'm so the wrong person to have this conversation with, because I think I'm just too sympathetic to be reasonable and balanced about immigration and people living illegally. I'm just too emotional about it, especially as a foreigner.
Yeah.
I'm just the wrong person.
I think that's one of the things that
I tried to open it up with my class.
That people are trying to say in now that they are moving away from, like, take your feelings out of it. That's what the line has been.
Yeah,
because you're breaking the rules.
That's it. And and you know what? It's funny enough, because I brought that, because we do Newsday Tuesday with my homeroom, and to be honest, that's a source that Newsday Tuesday discussions could be a whole DGMT show, because those kids have a bunch of things to say. But honestly, talking to them about it, I had to check myself, like, Vera, you two in your feelings. The facts are the facts. Because they were like, yeah, we feel sorry for them, but it's illegal. I was like, you make a good point. You make a good point.
I see what you did there. It's illegal, you say. Yeah, so that has been. So that's been the thing. Andy saw us with a septic tank dug outside. Yep, they had the tank. They had the hole ready dug. So I mean, they were getting ready to bring the septic in there. And if they can build a triplex, they can go home and build their home and land up. That's also why this has been the lines that's being saying. If you're so creative, you could do all of this. Why are you here? Like, you could do what you want to do. So it was amazing.
Oh man!
And it was one of the extended school bus, one of the yellow school buses. It was a little longer than the normal one that we still have around now. It's one of the big longer boys. That's the thing. Where you find this? And so they were out here living their best lives, like nice beds, everything inside of it. So anyway, so it's been immigration. The government went into.
So that's how we got there, because I was talking about
keywords. The
buzzwords.
Government went into Abaco and destroyed some illegal homes that were built.
And the one on Carmichael.
They went to Carmichael Road, also destroyed some of those as well. I have questions. I was like, Julianne, what do you think they do with the things that they take out the house? Think they sell them?
What things they take out the house?
Like in Abaco, they had like generators, like that could run the station.
That must get set.
I was like, what do they do with that? Wonder where that is. So like some of the stuff they keep. I mean, they take
Jesus,
from.
Jesus, what is this?
You see it? Exactly. It's beautifully made.
And they got separate toilet.
I tell you, they have septic tank running outside. This is a triplex. This is a legit triplex. Yeah, this is legit triplex. And so I always wonder what they do with the stuff. where they do all the stuff that they confiscate and remove from these properties. Anyway, so it's mainly legal immigration and then vaccine. Our prime minister made a statement that has people up in arms because it was like he's like, the vaccine, of course, as we know, is not mandatory.
Oh, but let me tell you this.
However, though, if you get this vaccine, you can live your best life, though. FYI. It's like you get your vaccine.
It's like
you
telling
can move around.
You don't have to go to sleep, but if you do go to sleep, tomorrow I'll give you ice cream.
You get McDonald's and ice cream in the
But
morning.
you don't have to go to sleep.
But I mean, that's it.
And honestly, like, the level of petty is so high, but like, it's genius and it's low and it's simple, but it's complex all at the same time. I'm like, Prime Minister.
So you say, let me tell you what y'all can do. I understand that y'all like the whole junkaroo. Guess what, guys? Tell you what I can do for y'all. Y'all get this vaccine you get here. Listen to me.
It's just like it's dangling the carrot
It's like,
in front. It's like, and I feel
June.
I feel insulted to an extent. Like, I feel kind of like, you bribing me.
It was like, come June. Listen to me, junkaroo.
You bribing me with like
We in the shack all day.
And the thing is, you're not bribing me with like, it's not it's an incentive, but it's not an incentive because you're bribing me with normal life. You're not giving me like extra. You're not taking me beyond what I already have. You're giving me the things that Bahamians,
2019.
the things that Bahamians comfortably have learned to just live with and make a part of their life, like eating indoors at a restaurant.
Or you want to eat inside?
You're bribing me with junkanoo, a tradition of how many decades, years?
Yes, upon years. It's like, oh, you want to go inside and eat? I got you.
Is it really? Oh, Family Island? You want to go to the family? honestly, it was at that moment my resolve. I wouldn't say I had a resolve, but it was at that moment I thought, is this so bad? Is this so bad?
So now I lean to watch it now.
But we said this was going to happen. We saw this coming.
Yeah, no, we saw it coming.
We said it was. We were never going to be made to take the vaccine. It was never going to be mandatory.
No.
But it was always going to be but this, you can do this. Like, at my place of work, and it was so casually said. It was just said in passing, but it was written in an email, and it was just like a casual final line at the end. So the email was essentially about like people taking the vaccine and availability of vaccine, and I think he was summarizing. The email was summarizing what the Prime Minister said, and there's like a little PS at the end. This would mean that something like this would mean if all of us got vaccinated, this would mean that we would be able to have our end of year party on such and such a date. Smiley face. Something to think about. So wait, if I'm not vaccinated, I'm not invited to the party? Or if I'm not vaccinated, the party's not happening? These are the kind of questions that I want answers
like exactly
to.
what you're saying here. What you're saying here,
like,
so
so you're saying I can't come if I'm not vaccinated, or like I have to get a to-go
I'm just putting
plate.
it out there. How you do it? It's up to you.
I have to get a to-go plate. Like, what is happening? Like, what are you saying to me?
I can post a link right now so y'all can see it right now.
And this is the beginning of the persecution. This is the beginning of the persecution. And for those people that have resolved to not take the vaccine, this is the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning of the end of this.
But now here's my thing about even the whole topic. The health officials are still saying, listen to me, you take the vaccine, you get fully vaccinated, you can still catch the disease. There's
and
a possibility
you're still a danger to other people.
You can still spread the disease. My thing is, does the vaccine, and I guess our health officials who online can help me with this, does the vaccine lower your risk of death if you have comorbidities? Is that what the vaccine is saying? Because I mean, if I still have
I think it lowers your risk of death, period. No?
But I mean, if I have comorbidities and it's like still a bad flu.
For them too.
Like I think a bad flu.
Because I think ultimately vaccine serves society rather than it serves the individuals. But I think on the bigger picture is that it serves society. It eases the pressure on the healthcare system. It allows for businesses to function in a slightly more normal way,
So
making money like they used to make money. So I think the promotion of the vaccine, from what I glean and understand, and this is actually just my personal opinion, let me take that back. It's my personal opinion. I think it has been promoted as definitely serving individuals, but more serving society. I think the pressure to get it is just, it serves society. It serves the functioning of institutions and structures and whatever we regard to be the normality or the normalcy of life. Because I think there are some people that are, you know, they have a lower risk of contracting the disease, dying from the disease. So they could kind of, getting the vaccine for them doesn't necessarily improve their situation because they can still pass it on and they can still get it.
Yeah.
And these people, for whatever reason, genetic makeup, lifestyle, whatever, always were in that position, could have always got it, passed it on, but were never going to die from it or be severely sick or get, you know, an infection that incapacitated them, made them a burden on the healthcare system. But So it's kind of like, but the idea is that no one knows if they're that person, so everyone's supposed to get it. You don't know if you're one of those people.
So I got Letha and Mary that says yes. So Mary says it lowers the severity of the infection to that individual who has the vaccine.
How fatal it can be for them. Whoa, all of this back and forth. Are you going to get it because you want to go to Outback and sit inside? What are you going to do, guys? Because this is a new level. This is a new layer to the question and the discussion.
At first, it's just like, hey, man, come take it.
And fun fact, because I was trying to be a good radio show co-host, I decided to browse the Bahamian news broadcasters, providers, whatever. And I found myself on Eyewitness News. And Eyewitness News had a little poll at the top of the page. And it said, in light of the Prime Minister's announcement that people with vaccinations will be able to engage, or like restrictions will be relaxed for people with vaccinations, will you be taking the vaccination? Now, of course, I answered the poll, not necessarily knowing that the results would appear on the screen. But they did. Now, I don't know if that's a poll of 2 people, 4 people.
Yeah.
But I assume quite a few Bahamians use Eyewitness News as one of their sources of news. And interestingly, so it was no, yes, undecided. No, 45%. Yes, 42%. Undecided, whatever's left over, which I think is 13. Yeah. I was like, even with the threats, we still don't have... Yeah. And this is assuming this represents a large portion of the population, and it may not. But we still don't have, what is needed for herd immunity, 60% of people to get vaccinated?
I don't remember the numbers, but I know it's of course.
Please help me, those health people. 60 or 70% of people need to be vaccinated for herd immunity, a concept that, as much as I've tried to understand it, I don't get it.
Yeah, so anyway, the vaccine is being rolled out. The scares of the
Auntie
new
Leaf
strains.
basically saying she getting it because she want to live her best life.
She want to go out.
She want to go out.
Let me go back because I saw a comment that Judy made that I missed. Judy says her husband got his first shot on Wednesday. And he asked her, are you going to get it? Her response, nope. Then who can spend your money if I get it? So in other words, Judy getting that. Just per chance.
Interessante.
Just per chance, sir. But Elise says she's getting it because she's going to be traveling.
Traveling and living her best life.
So you still got to wear a mask, even though you have the... So once we get to herd immunity, we don't have to wear a mask anymore. And don't have to wash hands. Don't wash hands anymore.
Now, if that's what you understand by herd immunity, you've got bigger problems. If your priority is, I don't want to sanitize my hands anymore, we have to deal with an obligation.
So will we get rid of all the sanitizers by the doors and stuff for the shops?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, the queues will be there with the
maybe,
thermometer.
Okay, no, maybe the sanitizer. I don't think we should ever stop the practice of sanitizing hands before we go in stores. I think that should just become part of everyday life. The little mask thing, the thermometer that they...
Because I ain't like, if you have a fever on a regular day and you come into the shop, I would like to know too. Now that we've established this protocol, I want to know, like, if somebody has 102 walking inside the shop, excuse me.
I think those practices shouldn't... I don't think we should stop them. Listen, socially distancing in the store, like not pressing up on me when I don't know you. I don't think we should get rid of that. Sanitizing your hands before you come in. I think we should get rid of that. Now, I feel like we could work on the methods of sanitization. after a year. We're like, guys, we can find sanitizer that doesn't smell bad. Find something.
Go back to regular smelling sanitizer.
At least something that is non-scented, scentless.
Yeah.
But anyway, so taking the temperature, I'm just going to reserve my commentary on that because I just don't think... I think it's been, for the most part, where it's happening, it's been now after a year. Because remember when it first started, you used to feel a little bit apprehensive when they shot you with the gun. You'd be like, Lord Jesus, don't beep, don't beep, don't beep.
Yeah, I don't even care anymore.
Now we don't care. And in the same way, they don't care. It's just like, that didn't beep at all. They didn't do a good beep or a bad beep. All, Did you even take my temperature?
Exactly. Wasn't going to read anything. All right,
and it's just like, we could do without that. We could do without that. But yeah, I think it's the masks, B. I think it's the masks that, in terms of what has changed about how we live our day-to-day lives, I'd have to hear that has to go. Like, I need to be assured that that's going to be gone away with or done away with when herd immunity is established. Because in this new weather...
According to Andy, all precautions will still continue. That's what he's hearing. That
not
even if
all of them.
I mean, why not? Why would you?
The max. Not the mask, Delton. This week on Thursday, I genuinely, I think it was a mixture of things, but I was literally off all day, like just nauseous, dizzy, and I believe my mask contributed significantly to it. Like that weather, that humidity, and having to have my mask on all day, like all day.
Yeah, I don't have that in the classroom.
Because last year, this time, we were all inside. So... I think dealing with this heat, this summerness that's coming, and these masks, and then the fact that restrictions are slightly... my experience with the mask is fresh, it's new, and it was rough.
For the most time, he was home. So
At one point, I had to tell the kids, give me a minute. Like, I needed to leave, go for a little walk, and take that off my face. It's a real... I don't have a word for it.
Charlotte says a sanitizer that isn't slimy would be nice as well.
I mean, slime. I don't mind slime.
There's like I
feel like slime indicates substance.
I said this before. There's a particular place that I go to. I am 100% sure now, and Dallas just confirmed it for me on last week. Let's be water.
If Dallas said so, then
let's be water with a little bit, I think, of maybe Joy or Dawn.
Joy or Dawn?
Because it comes a little bubbly, and you put your hand in just a pile of water. And so
it's not got bleach in it or something.
I rub it. It's like,
oh no, you can't put bleach on it.
This isn't doing anything. This is just water. So Dallas went with me to the store the other day. He went there because of course any place he go to, he want to sanitize. Go ahead, guys, sanitize.
I love it.
So he put his hand there, comes out. He's like, Daddy, this only water. I was like, I've been saying this. Dallas.
If I wasn't sure before,
I was like,
I surely
I've
know
been
now.
saying this. They just put water in here. Like, y'all don't care anyway. Y'all just rub your hand together. Go ahead, rub your hand together.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're still at the point now. No one on this show has been sanitized yet.
Has been vaccinated. I told Delta my plan was to come on the show today and tell you guys all I had received my first shot, and then I didn't do it. Yeah. Planning to deceive you all to see how you would react. Yeah.
So that's been a news.
Yeah, and then I think from an international perspective, and then as Auntie Lee said, from a traveling perspective, I'm thinking about the fact that I want to go home in summer.
Yeah.
And the UK is just opening, they're just easing up on their restrictions. But now they've put India on their red list because India's going through their third wave.
Oh, there's a tsunami.
And apparently it's horrible. Like, the health system is absolutely crumbling.
I think it's like, hold on, though. But
I'm like,
y'all giving away vaccines. Like, y'all the country giving away vaccines.
I don't understand.
What is happening over there? Like, y'all giving this to us. Y'all, let's say, hey, we have some extras. No, apparently y'all don't have extras. Based upon your numbers of COVID cases, y'all don't have any extra vaccine to be given away. So
and I'm just like, Bahamas, I need you to act right because I don't need it to come to June and the UK say, over there, they acting up. Close the borders. No people from the Bahamas can come in because the only way you can get in is if you're vaccinated.
And let me tell you what the streets are saying.
The streets?
What the conspiracy theories on the streets.
Oh, God.
They always are there.
That's what we want to know.
Exactly.
That's the information we want to know.
Theorists thinking at this moment. What they are saying, one, for the Bahamas, that this wave that they're talking about now is only happening because they want to force people to get vaccinated and scare them. That's one. Two is that in lieu of what's happening, like these past few weeks with the shootings and stuff like that, crime get on the hand again. So this wave is coming now, so guess what we got to do again? lock you all down.
But the hospitals are full, Delton, though.
Hospitals are full.
Hospitals are full. And the tents, them tents that
They are
had
there.
the sides up
They out there in the streets.
around outside the clinics, they had the sides up for a while, like nothing was going on under there. I drove past Elizabeth Estates Clinic. I was like, the
Oh, no,
tent,
the
the
tents.
tent, the
The tents are
tenting,
back.
I'm down. Like, it's functioning.
Yeah, so the
Honestly,
tenting down.
it completely changed the scenery.
Yeah.
As we drove
Them
past.
tents in full operation. So yeah, some people are saying that this is just quote unquote a
I think
false
I was
spike.
thinking about that today. Are we going into lockdown? Is
I mean,
that
based
is
upon
the fact? Because my thing is, I feel like to counter that, with that people are getting vaccinated. Maybe not at the rate they want people to get vaccinated at, but people are getting vaccinated.
yeah.
If we go into lockdown, will that slow down those efforts? I'm trying to put the two together in my mind. Like, are we going to go back there? Are we going to go back there?
The theorists also say
You're giving them a lot of
You know,
credence.
I tell you what the
Theorists?
streets be saying.
What the streets
Streets
be
be
saying.
saying now
The streetists.
that's it's election time, so
Streetism.
you can't lock down right now because it's election time.
What I mean?
You still got a campaign. And then what somebody else said was that actually this is a good time to lock down because then we know y'all can be home, and so we just make ourselves.
Ain't no way I'm locked up in my house and you're gonna come by my house
Come by, like I know you
when
home.
I can't be around town.
It's like, hey,
no.
vote for us while y'all home. It's like, don't forget.
Miss Mary says the number of patients in the hospital is a reality. People are sick. People are ill.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I don't.
I think and I'm wondering if it's the reporting as well. I feel like there was a heavy cloud of reality.
I think
previously,
it's about to come back.
The reporting is about to reflect
that
the
dashboard.
seriousness. That dash, because I was like that dashboard, the
dashboard been going on a while.
reporting, the media kept us. The media was serving the Prime Minister
Yeah.
and the purposes or the aims of the Ministry of Health. I think the media decided for a long time we want to do what we want to do. Honestly, we've been doing what you're like. You know, and I feel like the media is becoming slightly more selective because for us to get to this point where, you know, there are no more beds, the system is overwhelmed, it had to have built up to that point.
And no one said anything.
And I'm not saying no one said anything because I'm sure there was
No, compared to what it was when we had like 100 cases.
If you Google COVID cases, I sure one couple 100-word snippet would come up, whatever. But I feel like the kind of aggressiveness of the reporting has been different. And so it's difficult to reconcile in your mind, even though you see the pictures, but you out here living your best life and you're fine.
I'm trying to find
it's difficult to reconcile that reality to your reality.
Now for the Bahamas. I don't know if you can tell me where it's at.
Me?
Not you. I meant Miss Mary.
Wrong one.
Can tell me, because is it still being posted? Because I'm looking at the Ministry of Health page.
I think it is
to
being
see-
posted because our school nurse, she sends an update every day.
But I mean, is it still posted? Like, I know it's definitely not a little pretty dashboard we had during like the height of it last year. I saw like a nice little Excel sheet.
No,
the other day.
they have it.
I saw a nice Excel sheet, an Excel spreadsheet. It's like, here's what we had. Like that whole graphic team that was doing the little pretty dashboard with the little skull sign. Like they're like, all right, you all fired. Let's get Mud out there to do the Excel sheet. I'm trying to find it now, but I still don't see it to see exactly what our numbers are at the moment. I'm sure if I just Google it, I'll find it. But I mean, the attention to the dashboard and how high our cases were going, that went out the window.
Absolutely.
It was like,
And so now the public consciousness is detached from the reality of this wave. Would this be the wave? Second wave? Third wave? What wave is this?
I think third.
Third?
I think this would be the third. Because it's the third wave.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyway, so for those who haven't vaccinated, go get your vaccine.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. So get
For
your
those who are
vaccine.
not, take your vitamins.
For those who decide that they're not going to take it, continue to eat outside. Don't go to Junkanoo. And you better get some olive orange. Because it's going to be a rough going for you. So if you're not going to get it,
Summer coming, boy. And everybody want to turn up in summer.
I hope you enjoy eating outside in the sun.
Imagine that.
If you don't enjoy eating outside in the sun,
This is going to be
vaccine.
like segregation all over again.
People can be inside looking at us sweating outside. Hi.
My.
Look at us from
And
inside
then,
the building.
And then the outside menu ain't gonna be as good as the inside
You know that.
menu.
They can be like, outside
my.
are your wings and burgers.
I see where this is going. I see where it's going, guys.
For the outside restaurants, one dude on the grill outside. Like, what
In
y'all want?
all things.
Y'all want chicken or y'all want pork? What y'all want?
Don't allow pressure to be the reason you make a decision. That's what I would say. I think all decisions, whether for or against a vaccine, should be made soberly, prayerfully, considering one's individual circumstances as well as one's position in society. That's my say. And I say my say.
I think it's do you, buddy.
Miss Freya, I'm not gonna lie, it's a Christian girl.
A hot girl.
A Christian hot girl summer. Shauna, as it should always be.
Always be.
It should always be. A Christian hot girl summer. Oh, 2021.
All right, I'm gonna change gears a little bit, right? So we have a topic for today. You know, we get our housekeeping stuff out of the way. But we go into a new segment of the show. Bum, bum, ba-dun. And this
We ain't
segment,
gonna have the commercial break?
not yet.
Okay.
In this segment, I'm going to title this segment, What's WWYD? What would you do?
Oh.
Why?
Y'all know I love when Delta pull up on me and I have no idea where this is
No
going.
idea. She has no idea. Like
The best.
I found this just late last night. I was going to send it to her. I was like, no, I'm just going to keep this. 'Cause I was like, I'm going to ask her on the spot. Because I want to see, and I want you all to give me your honest opinion on this on the situation. April 11th, 2021. I'm going to read the story as it is in the paper. This is from WGN in Louisiana. A former sheriff dispatcher, aka 911, she's answered the phone for the police, in the suburb of New Orleans, has been arrested, accused of refusing to return more than $1.2 million that had been accidentally deposited into her brokerage account. What had happened was, Charles Schwab made an error. How this error happened, I do not understand. Mother was supposed to get, I think, $82.96.
From what?
This is just a part of her little brokerage thing, like where they just make a little deposit.
Okay.
So first of all, shout out to her for having this little brokerage thing.
Right.
And having that account. So
Got you.
they're supposed to send her, I think it was 86. I'm trying to find the correct amount so I don't lie to you. I think it's $86 and like 92 cents was what she was supposed to get. And somebody typing away was like,
How?
instead of the $86 that you were supposed to get, ma'am,
Oh, dude.
let me be a blessing to you.
The new amount don't even have like the same numbers in it.
Not even sorry. So on February 23rd, Charles Schwab, the person to send the money.
So they called him out. They named the mistake.
they
the
named the
maker.
company. The company was Charles Schwab. Intended to transfer $82.56 into a Fidelity brokerage service account owned by, her name is Spadoni. Her last name is Spadoni. But instead, the company transferred $1,205,619, according to the court records. Staffers from the company immediately tried to stop or reclaim the transfer, but were unable to. Why were they unable to? Because for some reason, Spadoni got the alert that I just received $1.2 million. Mm-hmm. And as just to make sure, and I love this blessing that I got, she immediately transferred the money somewhere else. So the money was transferred to her.
Why was that so easy for her to do? That's what I don't get.
So the money was
Because
transferred
you
to her.
can't move $1 million just like that.
Wire transfer. Like wire transfer to my next account. So
And
it's
I
like,
mean,
what is
I
that?
have the money to spare to pay
Commonwealth
for this
Bank,
wire.
70110-347. 1.2. Go on.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
So they say she secreted it, and they were not able to access the money. So they don't know what happened with the money. They could not find it. And the attorneys contracted the sheriff's office, which opened a criminal investigation. So Donnie used some of the money to buy a house. And
Sister, buy a house already?
She bought a 2021 Hyundai Genesis, which I appreciate.
She's disrespectful.
She bought an SUV, which is like, Mom was like, you know what? I ain't going extravagant. I ain't
She's
buying no Mercedes-Benz. I ain't buying no Bentley.
She's
I
disrespectful
want a nice, affordable family vehicle. She got a Hyundai Genesis that would cost about $70,000. They were, so far, they've been able to recover 75% of the money.
Oh.
So she didn't spend all.
Y'all can just give sis the rest for like, I don't know, mistake, like insurance. I don't know.
I mean, however,
compensation for trauma.
She is charged out for $25,000 or time in jail. So
I'd pay the $25,000 because
I don't think you're gonna keep the rest if you spend.
What do you mean?
I don't think that's still like an option. That'd be like, hey.
So she got to pay back the money and pay $25,000 or go to jail.
They didn't say we're gonna pay back in the actual report.
That's what I'm saying. She's not paying back that money. She's being fined for the crime.
Yeah, so she's being charged for the
criminal punishment
valued
right
over $25,000 bank fraud and illegal transmission of monetary funds.
No, she thieved more than $25,000.
That's what she's being charged with.
She thieved exactly my point.
So.
Because I don't spend $250,000.
I ain't on this car back. This car's mine.
This car's mine. This house is mine. How long they trying to send me to jail for? Not me. Sorry, Spadoni. Not me.
Spadoni.
How long they trying to send her to jail
Keelan
for?
Spadoni. I'm trying to find out what a time would be.
This story is hilarious.
Kellyanne Spadoni. Did they say? They didn't say how much time she was given.
What would you do?
So what would you do if someone's at home?
This is a no-brainer.
Crying all along on the bedroom floor.
I feel like this is a no-brainer.
Because he's hungry. And the only way to feed him is a little bit of money. Daddy's gone. Somewhere on the blocks down.
Something about that don't sit right with my spirit.
In another lockdown.
Are you a thief for taking money out of your own account?
Listen to me. I'm not one person.
Now, I will never, Claire, please, don't hear me wrong. I don't condone theft. However, it's not like I found the money on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I found the money in an account that belongs to me. I set that up myself. That money was there. Am I thieving if I take money from an account that's mine? Number one. Number two, you'll get 75% of the money. I feel like you need to let it go. That's the second thing. Especially if my punishment is to pay $25,000, which, if my guesstimations calculations are correct, that's a tithe of the money I already spent, because it's $1 million plus. You got 75%, so you got about $750,000 back. That means I've kept $250 thereabouts, and you want to charge me $25,000? Let it go. Yes, you are. If it was mistakenly placed, then Miss Michelle, I know it's a mistake. But am I a thief if I find that in my account? Because you putting it there by mistake, I didn't know that was a mistake. When I transferred that and spent it, I know it was a mistake.
Tonio said, yes, skip over that skitty eye. Don't remember that, Tonio. Let that go.
You see, I stopped. Tonio, I stopped.
Let that go, Tonio.
I stopped. Auntie Leaf just wants to keep reinforcing the idea that she is a thief.
Here's my thing. How do I get involved with what God is doing in my life? Who am I?
Tama Turner.
Who am I?
See, that's how your church people like to put God in.
The word over my life is that I am blessed. The blessing is on me.
That's a whole crime over here as well. Don't bother with that. Do you know what, many? I'm sure that's a whole crime everywhere. But the question we're trying to ask today is,
on me,
should it be a crime?
Please say thief again. She reiterates thief.
Michelle said, don't get this mixed up. Michelle did not say good morning. Michelle just bust straight through the door and she say, hello, hi. It's a crime. It's not a blessing in this instance. I'm certainly sure, or I'm certain she was advised that it was a mistake.
Here's the thing, Michelle, about that. I'm saying find exactly how they say it.
Dalton, you gave us half the story and you want us
to give our 2 cents? It's a long story. No, because
we need all.
I just wanted to answer her to what Michelle said.
Marisha said he adds no sorrow to it. Well, there you go. Whaps. So the fact that sisters either go into prison or paying $25,000, are you implying that's sorrow? Because in my book, that's not even sorrow. I'd be like, yeah, no problem. I'll do it. Because I still got the car in the house. Hey!
I still got the car? I tried to find, because I think what happened was, one thing also was that they couldn't find her. So I guess they were trying to tell her that it was a mistake. However, They couldn't find her. Because mom wasn't answering no calls, as she should be. Because if I get $1.2 million, all my numbers change. Y'all are not going to find me anywhere.
I think the real question is, by law, this is a crime. So all the people, the banking people in here saying it's a crime, the police people in here saying it's a crime, the scripture here saying it's a crime. Hold on, pause, but wait. The real question is, were her actions the only thing in question here? Because everything else is clearly a crime because the law says it's a crime. Okay, the fact that you don't know it's a crime doesn't make it less a crime. I would say, from my perspective, the only question is, were her actions in spending the money, not answering calls, were they reflective of innocent ignorance? Like, genuinely reflective of someone who just thought, oh, I thought this was mine. I thought I was just being blessed. You know what I mean? And there was no thought in her mind that I'm acting dishonestly. I'm acting sinisterly. Can she argue and stand and say, I did everything I did innocent in thought? I think that's the only way I could be in that situation and be mum. If I could genuinely, truthfully say, honestly, I just thought God did it. I jumped about and carried on with my business. And what I would do as a result of my honest mistake, I would take my punishment. That's me. I would take my L. I'd be like, listen, I made an honest mistake. I genuinely thought Jesus had done it. I thought no one was going to, I didn't think there was going to be any comeback. I was unaware of the laws against this. Called into court, the people them say, this is a crime. I would say, oh, I didn't know. No problem. Let me carry my punishment. That's how I feel. Because there's no question as to whether this is really a crime or not, because all the people are telling us it's a crime. The only way me and Spadoni could be friends, or I could back Spadoni, is if, sis, when you didn't pick up your phone, were you just busy?
I did not pick up my phone.
You change your number.
I threw that phone in the garbage.
When you threw your garbage, did you do it with no inclination of dishonest behavior, being sinister? I'm pretty sure Spadoni was like, oh, I'm about to milk this. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Like, jokes aside.
Andy says the vineyards you didn't plant.
Well,
you better reap.
Well.
You didn't even plant that vineyard there.
Well.
That's yours. So Michelle says, when she worked at a banking institution, a similar situation happened and the person was made to repay the funds, all of it.
So I don't get anything for the fact that you made a mistake?
But I mean, it's not my fault that the blessing is on me.
Dalton, the people say this is not the
first
blessing.
Of all,
stop it.
I had to get $86.52. How did you get 1,000,000?
You know what happened?
205,000.
Spadoni was supposed to get $82. Spaloni was supposed to get the 1 million. Was supposed to get the 1 million. And just a little tappy tap tap. Turn around the key, tappy tap tap. Next thing you know, the wrong spa has got the money. The wrong spa something me.
And so
Spaloni
called was like $82.
You pay me in installments?
Like, who's this $82 for?
Because I'm good with installments, but this $82 installment's going to take too long.
That's a little low.
Chunk it up a bit more. Just chunk it up a bit more. Wait. Stephanie said I'd gladly pay the 25,000. I mean, I just don't feel like
Stephanie, first of all, congratulations.
Yay! Oh my gosh, we haven't been on since.
So she get married. So Stephanie, first of all, congratulations. Stephanie's now a married woman.
Faithful DGMTers will see sister change her name.
Yeah, I didn't go on.
Sister change her name on
Basil
the Facebook Mondelez. Stop it.
No, I mean, like, who's Basil?
Oh, Basil who?
Basil who? Who's that?
Basil what? Don't get it twisted.
All right, so yeah.
I feel like now my flesh is speaking. Listen, if I don't spend nearly $300,000 and you want me to pay $25,000, no problem.
But that's based upon you having some of the money still, though.
No, I'll pay in installments. Question, Michelle, when you say the person had to pay back all the money, it was done on the basis. It was designed to be that they paid. So, okay, imagine the bank gives me $100,000 and I spend all, right? In ways that I can't necessarily just get a refund back. When the bank organizes to get all the money back from me, they're going to take it how they're going to get it. You can't take from me what I don't have. So I'll pay you every month. I pay, let's say, $1,000. Because y'all can't take from me what I don't have. So I feel like sis is gonna pay that $25,000. However, she's gonna pay that $25,000. She doesn't have the money, then they're gonna have to arrange a way. Isn't that how all these fines work? They arrange a way to get their money eventually because you don't have it.
I want to put a picture online. I like how mugshot says like y'all really thought I was gonna get this money back.
Let me see. Let me see.
I can put it on because that's what a mugshot is like. She looked at the camera like y'all really thought I was gonna give this money back to y'all. This what y'all thought. Like at what point did y'all think this? That's the vibes I get from a picture. It don't want to save. Why don't want to save? Save the picture so people can see the picture. Save. Get some more comments for you as I upload this.
Okay, good. You right on time. So, no. Michelle, come in and say sorry. Good morning, Michelle. I was playing, man. I was playing. The fact that you here is good enough. But let's get a couple of these comments before you pull it up. Yeah, so, Shauna, I feel like I need to come back to this. I want to just catch what Michelle was saying because she giving us the facts. So Michelle's saying, no, it was not. If she noticed the funds were deposited to her account and did not inquire of the bank as to this deposit and where it came from, that was the beginning of her dishonesty. I'm pretty sure I've heard people testify in the bank, in church, of how they looked in their account and they had funds that they didn't expect to have in their account. And I know they did not go to the bank and say, now, mind you, maybe it was $50, maybe it was $100, but it's still money I don't really necessarily understand where it came from. So is there a certain amount, or if the bank gives me $10, I can't quietly just take the $10 and carry on smartly? Like, I gotta ask them about everything. Maybe I just did my math wrong. Maybe that extra $700 was ever there. Or somebody owed me and they find, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay.
So I know there's a story in the States, and I think it was in New York, right where Anthem is, where this ATM machine malfunctioned.
Not the ATM.
And it was giving out 100s for 20s.
Well,
and
that's what y'all get.
Listen to me,
all
buddy.
This automated, you want to make the world, you want to turn everything into artificial intelligence and don't want to use humans. There you go.
Yeah, so my thing is, if that happens to me, so I must go back to the bank and be like, hey.
That's what Michelle say. Does Michelle say, as soon as you don't inquire or inform the bank that the machine is malfunctioning, you are being dishonest. I agree. I just don't like it.
So here's one picture. One picture says, do y'all think I'll get this back to y'all? This is a mugshot.
That is not a mugshot. That is not. That's a disrespectful mugshot.
Look at the camera like.
That's a disrespectful mugshot. I ain't gonna lie. Now I see her face.
I was like,
now I see her face. I see the face of a woman that was like, I am going to buy a house. I am going to buy a 2021 car. I am gonna do it. I see the face of a woman who.
I was like, y'all thought.
Y'all saw that mugshot? That was too funny.
I'll say y'all thought.
Marisha raises a really good point. At what point do people who work at an institution, especially financial institutions, at what point are they held responsible for their mistakes? Is it the fact that the money is so large?
To me,
because back in the day,
it should be her fault.
Listen,
the bank need to pay, not me.
Back in the day, if your till was short, you pay the money back. Don't mind you made a mistake and you gave the customer extra change.
Yeah.
We could look in the videos and find the customer who you gave the 10 to instead of a 5, but you short $5, sis. You got to pay this money back. Why is the same not? Does that not apply for a financial institution?
For Charles Schwab, why shouldn't Charles Schwab be made to pay that money back? Whoever's not paying attention.
Because Charles, you have one job. You have one. You're not. Y'all know I'm playing advocate today. I'm not a criminal. If you put 1 point something million in my account, I think I would do the right thing.
Someone private messaged me.
I'm a victim of $1 million deposit. I love it.
Someone private messaged me and said this. They had an encounter where I went to change U.S. money to travel at a local bank, and they counted the money 3 times. And I said to the teller, "You gave me extra," and we counted again. Said, "Child, needless to say, I went home, still had hundreds extra."
Hundreds?
And they ain't turned back. The Lord blessed them.
Oh, no. But you informed the teller.
And we counted over.
No. I feel like you've done your due diligence. What are you supposed to do? Leave the extra on the counter? Michelle, should we... please help me now. If I've told them you've recounted the money and you still let me take it? I don't know. I have to... You can't... Sometimes you're kicking against the prick. You're resisting the move of God. I think at that point, that person has done everything that they could do. I think in that case. But hey, who am I? What do I know?
Dwayne's a racist.
Am I racist? To
be
just
a
be a little proud that she's black. Now, listen to me.
Mom was
I'm
brilliant.
gonna be straight up honest with you. When Dalton told the story and called us Spadoni, I thought she was white.
I thought
she was white. I thought she was white. When he showed me the mugshot in my mind.
That quick thinking of as soon as that money hit, Mom was like, oh, next account.
That was too quick.
That was like, oh,
the majority of us would be scared. Like, we'd be freaked out by that money. Even those of us that are living in the blessing, expecting increase from we would still see $1 million and be like.
I wouldn't. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I said the most. I said the majority
I'll
of us.
be like, no. Text pastor, life revs them. Here we go.
Life revs them. Let's hit.
I wouldn't believe.
Shauna says she have a testimony. Seeing as we reading people's testimonies. I'll give my testimony. I bank with a bank. She banks with a bank. That will not be named. And she randomly decided to check her savings and saw a little coin, 100 extra than she had. Nice. She waited a week to see if it was a mistake. It was still there, and she surely spent that money. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. The blessing is on me. Michelle, what say you to that? This customer left it in there for a week. In case peradventure you want to take it back.
In case you try to call.
In case you call. I didn't change my number now.
I'm not calling you.
I did not become unavailable to you. I left the money put. Pretended I didn't even see it.
I just want to say that to Michelle and any other banking person on, even to Nita Mo, who is an officer. I am not calling your bank. They're going to have to call me.
See, Nita Mo say, on top of that, the police can seize the car and the house. So complete waste of time. It doesn't sound like they seized the wives. That's what I'm saying. Sound like Miss Spadoni won. That's what it sounds like. However, we don't know the full facts of the case. The bottom line is, what would you do? Steph said she would spend the 20. She would pay the 25, having lived her best life already. Donisa greets us slightly late. Donisa doesn't rate us. Pulling up at 12:30. But then Donisa would be the first person to ask me, any DGMT today? Anyway, good afternoon to you, Donisa. Yeah, Marisha raised the point about the person who transferred the money. I feel like, what's the penalty for people who work in financial institutions who make mistakes? Michelle's got that strong banker's energy on DGMT today. You could tell Michelle is deal with money. No, Dalton, please. The blessing may be on you, but in an honest manner. I'm a victim of $1 million. That's my favorite comment of the day. I'm a victim of $1 million deposit. You know what kind of mental trauma I had to face to deal with the fact that kind of money was sitting in my account? How am I going to be compensated? How are you going to account for the fact that you disturbed my entire life with this deposit?
Listen to me.
Mental health is number one right now. Mental health is number. You know how you freak out. You know how your brain trips when your account is empty and your paycheck drops in. Something happens in your mind. Yep. Imagine $1 million. Sis she could have had a mental breakdown.
Just gone. It's like, you know what? I out of here. Like, give me all my money. It's my money. I want it now.
Oh, man.
It's my money. I want it now.
My God. These individuals are made to pay the monies back, or the individual would definitely lose their job. So, I guess Michelle's saying that there's definitely more to the story than her just paying this $25,000 fine, that she's going to have to pay the money back.
I'm going to play the news report for our commercial break. I want to do our normal commercial break.
Okay.
I'll play the news report so people actually have a chance to hear the whole full story from Fox.
We doing commercial break? I thought we were wrapping up today.
Wrapping up? All right, then, man.
No, we can play at the end. We could do a quick. No, we could do a brief commercial break before we close for the day. I think there was something. We have anything else? No.
I mean, unless you want to.
We could touch it. Let's just throw it out there because this has been interesting. Y'all can't see that woman thought the bank so into that I was like, so y'all wasn't trying to.
Once again, let me put it
y'all wasn't trying to.
Let me put it up there so you can see it. I was like, what?
I don't know.
Like,
now, my brain just went left, and I guess we can touch on this after. The break, because seeing her mugshot and her facial expression has reminded me of another thing that's been heavy in the news this week: the conviction of Derek Chauvin, and how people are commenting on his facial expression. The white privilege shock. Like, this is the shock of white privilege. Anyway, I digress. You know, my mind's been all over the place. There's been a lot going on. So I guess we can touch that after the commercial break. What else? Michelle said that is then left at the feet of the teller, and she would have to repay the funds. And I'm saying, Michelle, why are the rules different for the people at Cash and Go, the people at the clothes H&M, and it ain't the same for Charles Shaw and the brokerage company? Michelle just laughing at us. She say we ain't serious. Ain't serious at all.
Michelle want us to be great. That's really what it is. She don't want us to be great.
That was her $40 and a mule.
Exactly. Repatriation check. Repatriation. What it is? What it is?
Stimmy.
What the word is?
That's a stimmy?
The thing for what the slaves, what he wanted.
Reparations.
Reparation. That's a reparation check.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's reparations. For all the years of white man.
And you're being very judgy. Saying now, she knew what she was doing. Just because you could see her face. Just because of her facial expression now, you saying she knew what she was doing. One thing about your boy. One thing. Let me go. I missed a lot of comments. Let me go up. So Andy says, should I question God's blessing? I sure, Andy, you said she was a thief earlier. Andy, you don't change your tune.
No, but Andy said, Vineyard, you didn't plan. That's what Andy said.
Yeah. Oh, he said that's a good thing. What percentage of the law is possession?
I know. 1.2 is mine. That's
1.2 million. Whatever percentage of the law.
Percentage that I possess.
What else? So let me go up. Christian response: the Lord blessed me on today.
On today.
Not today, saints, but on today. I feel like, Delton, do you know what I could do? One show. I feel like we should do like a little mini grammar session, a mini grammar class.
For church?
Yeah.
You don't like on today?
On today can only be used in jokes, guys. It's not good English. Shouldn't
today?
be used. No, I know Christoph now. I know Christoph is using it for banter.
Yeah, no.
But like when we serious and we talking and we say on today, today is something we can say on today. Come on, guys. It's just today.
So I say
just today. Now, some people don't know that. The majority of people on DGMT know that, but some people just today. Not on yesterday.
That don't even sound good though.
Or on tomorrow or on today. Just. It doesn't sound deep enough, does it?
That don't sound good.
It doesn't sound deep. You're right.
I don't like it.
You're right.
I'll say no to that.
But you're still wrong.
Veto.
We don't have that on the show.
Vetoed.
We do not have that on the show.
That right there. Vetoed.
I have a lot of other ones I want to get at, and I feel like actually I've not been using my DGMT platform well enough for the good of
today
society.
We talk about the story. When we talk about the story?
On today.
Exactly. That's when we talk about the story. On today.
In that regard, someone else's account might have been short. And that's not Miss Petoni's problem.
That's not my problem, Michelle.
Michelle,
that the bankers
I
not
understand the rules. I understand if they have to make her pay back the money, if they have to go and repossess her things. I feel like when you want to be risky and live on the edge and spend the people money, then you have to take the consequences. But to hold me responsible for somebody else's shortage is not my business. Mr. Shaw has to go and pay Mr. Spalloni because he paid Miss Spalloni the wrong money. I will pay the consequences of my actions, but whoever's short ain't my fault. That's his fault. That's how I feel. As a criminal matter, they would jail you if you don't pay. So that could be some time. Oh, so in terms of, I guess, me saying paying back in installments, like if you don't have the $25,000 now, you could be in jail until you have the money, or you could be in jail because you can't pay the fine.
First of all, y'all was sending me $82. Y'all not enough the money. Where you find $25,000 from? Y'all was sending me $82 and 56 cents.
You don't know what Miss Bedoni dealing with. Every cent that was deposited into account was retrieved as there was consistent inflow of funds into the person's account. I don't understand.
I don't know what that's in reference.
I don't know what that was in reference to. It's because I'm working backwards. This don't make any sense. Sorry, this is my bad, guys.
Yeah,
pay it back.
I don't know where you are right now. I ain't gonna lie. I look at the comments. I was like, where did she find these comments?
I going backwards because I went straight. It had gone straight to the end. Delton, that's why you do the comments, man. Come on, man.
I don't know what's happening right now. I'm completely lost.
Let me finish off the confusion then.
Yeah,
pay it back just like how you pay BPL.
Oh, definitely peace.
But Monita Mo saying if you can't pay back in one shot, you go into jail. So jail and a fine isn't like an option. Pick which one tickles your fancy.
Any lawyer can't get me out of jail. They don't deserve to be a lawyer.
That's a whole topic for next day. Because
any defender can't get me out of there. They don't deserve to be on the bar.
Auntie Lisa, you don't have a job either. You judging Miss Spalloni?
No, she have a job. She's a dispatcher for 911 for Louisiana.
She works for the law.
She works for the law.
Oh, Miss Spalloni.
For the sheriff's department.
I don't know if that makes it worse or better. I'm not sure.
No. Anyway. Man, we didn't go way back now. We didn't go through these already.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I'd done my due diligence.
What are you clicking?
I mean, Are we? Do you know what? I'm glad for the law enforcement officers among us who have given us the kind of the breadth and scope of the law concerning this matter. I'm really grateful for the bankers who are on that. Listen, DGMT is for the people.
Yeah.
DGMT is serve the people. The bankers, the police officers, the nurses, the hospital administrators, the teachers, everybody in here. However, at the end of the day, the question is, what would you do?
So Christoph asked a very important question.
Oh.
I just want to say this, and this is me, Christoph. Christoph asked the question: did she give her 10% to the Lord? Christoph, if that was Delton out of an honor roll, God was getting 20. God was getting 20%. I was going to break my some extra.
How awkward is that if you pay your 20
You pay your
and then they say, we want all back? Do you go to the church and say, I made...
that money that you want, that for Jesus now. Like, so you got to go there to get that, bro.
Hold on.
You
But
go
there
for
are,
that.
I know a goodly number of people who are engaged as occupation in illegal activity, but they believe in tithing. How does that work?
So do they?
That's one of the things. I could put that in my list of things to ask Jesus when I get to heaven.
So
Faithfully tithing
police see some money?
and prospering in illegalness. Because they ain't in jail yet. They're still earning enough to tithe some more. And should the church take illegal tithe money?
I know illegal.
No. What if the church knows? What if the church knows that money came from illegal means?
How the church know?
Because they just know. The church heard it on the streets,
I
and they know.
I need proof of that.
You see? Why do you need proof of that?
I didn't know where the money come from. It's
You
illegal.
don't need... Huh?
You said it's illegal. I need to. What's the illegal that is happening?
So the church knows sis earns a certain amount of money every month, right? Because she pays her tithes regularly anyhow. Suddenly, she has 10 times that amount, if not 100 times that amount, to pay on tithe. Does her pastor have a responsibility to her soul to ask her where that come from, or just no?
No. First of all, the pastors don't check tithe records.
So in Life Worship Center,
Yeah.
not everywhere.
So
Well,
I don't.
That just opened a whole new can of worms. My
That don't.
goodness,
That don't come before the pastor where you get the money from.
That's between God.
The
That's
tithe.
between her and God. Eh?
Yeah. I mean, that don't come before us. Now, if you want to bring a big spectacle, you come to church one day with a black garbage bag full of money and throw it on stage. Yeah,
No, but what if they bring the black garbage bag to the office full of money? Don't throw it on the stage. No spectacle, but it's to the office.
We don't know. We know this do. Aye.
Interesting.
Blessing of the Lord maketh rich.
My-
There's no sorrow. So who the sorrow coming for us or them?
Ooh. And I mean, most churches are regarded as charity. So I think the portion if she had tithed,
But right
when
now,
Delton tithes is 20%, I feel like that would go off the books. Actually, she might. I think Delton. A lawyer could argue that he's accountable for the rest of it, and not the charitable contribution.
all right. It's a very good question.
Well,
So
I don't know how we got there, guys.
Anyway,
Let's come back.
so why spend all that money? You know, your account don't even have a fraction of that.
No.
money.
You missed a couple comments.
I don't know. I know. The interest
You missed
on
when
I know. The interest on the amount she spent is much more than $80+ that should have been deposited to her account, so that should not be spent. Michelle, I just want to say this to get Michelle out of the way. And you, Michelle. I want to get Michelle coming out of the way. Michelle, no. Yeah, you speaking for the bikers? No.
I need to say she was a dispatcher. Oh, my.
So integrity is doing what is right when no one is around. Okay. I hear that. Shauna, again, the blessing.
Michelle, I just want you to know you don't have to convince me. You don't have to convince me.
I want you to know, Michelle, you can't convince me. Like, you can't convince me. You cannot convince me. What did he say? She was a dispatcher.
One thing I appreciate about DGMT is y'all ain't gonna lie now. Y'all gonna be honest in here.
Yeah, exactly. Take that up with the Lord. Jesus have the rest. I don't know where the money is. I gave it to Jesus. You gonna?
And I don't know what he did.
I don't know what he did with it.
Oh my.
I'll be praying and fasting since you gotta go to jail. And how do you tell me I can't give unto the Lord though? I'm gonna veer us legal money. You
I
can't
didn't
give.
say.
Jesus don't want your. Jesus don't want your illegal money. So yeah, keep that. Christoph said they wouldn't know because they tick on the offering envelope sacrificial seed. You don't know what I sacrifice to do this. That ain't your business either. Don't ask me no questions. Now here comes the police. Many churches actively participate in money laundering Make no mistake.
Minnie, that's business. I ain't getting in.
Here
Business
comes-
I don't know about and I ain't getting
Here
in.
comes the police.
Because, do you know
But
what?
I think they changed it now in the Bahamas, though. We had a whole bill passed for that just to make sure that don't happen no more. It's like there's a whole NPO bill that churches have. That churches had to do, and I think every year or so they now gonna check your records. That they gonna, I think they making it check the church records, and so I don't think that
I must say, I think that's an excellent move. The Bahamas is behind on that one because
First of
in
all,
the
man,
UK that's been the thing
you don't go first.
for a long time.
You don't go for the Bahamas.
I ain't coming for y'all. I read anyway. Like that's a whole.
Dwayne says to my
I have like
knowledge,
15 things running through my head, which is all different topics.
there's a
because-
legal court of law, not a moral court of law. If she spent money that was in her legal bank account, another legal bank account, I don't know if it's not just a matter of conscience.
Dwayne being deep. What are you saying?
No, that's not, he just saying that based upon like we thinking talking about integrity, and that has nothing to do with the money that's in my account. This is my account.
No, but then Dwayne, they've already told us that legally she has to give that back. The law
Oh.
people and the bank people say that she has to give that back.
This is my account.
But I think Dwayne's point is because this is a legal matter, whether her conscience was clean or not, she broke the law and she has to pay the consequences. And that's what I said. I said I would just pay the consequences if my conscience was clean. That's what I said. I told that to my students. I told them, I was like, sometimes you'll like break the rules, and it's part of growing up. But you must tote the L. I told them, carry that L. You wanted to wear leggings to school, and you know it's against the rule. And when you came, they row you out, tried to send you home. Take it like a man. Take it like a man. You broke the law.
But
You
put it on
didn't
this
get
one,
away
yeah.
with it. Take it like a man. I say, sis, you tried to do a little 1-2-1-2, buy a house, buy a car. It didn't work. You're getting punished.
Oh,
Carry
sorry.
it. Carry it. Just go ahead. Go ahead and take the L. What was I going to say? The thing about the money, okay, and the church, and people giving, where there is maybe a general understanding of somebody who participates in illegal activity, and gives to God. And as I said, I know there are people, I've heard this said before, like there are more unbelievers that abide or apply the principles of giving. Like the principle of giving can prosper the believer and the non-believer because it's a principle. Like putting seed in the ground, doesn't matter if you're a good or bad person. Seed is seed, rain will fall and seed will grow. Cool. And we were talking about how the church don't get in that. You don't get in people's business and whether they're doing illegal, like where the money comes from, whatever. However, a couple weeks ago, we said that West Sparta Church of God in Christ was right for getting in Sis's business and holding her accountable for her business. I received another example of such a letter. Apparently, West Sparta is not unique. This has been done in multiple places. So my thing is, we didn't disagree that the church has to hold people accountable for their life of sin in other ways, but in this way, we don't get in people's business.
I mean, the church doesn't get involved in how much money you make.
Not how much money you make.
Or
but
where,
I'm saying
or where
if
your
there
money
is
that you bring
knowledge,
into the church comes from. Nah, but if we all know that just the other day...
it comes from a sinful lifestyle.
Listen, if we know just the other day you was arrested for 100 bags of cocaine...
And then next week you give your tithes.
and then you get released, and then how much for that you come back with the thing.
And that's my point. Okay, let's use that scenario because that's a perfect scenario because then it's not hearsay. Let's agree. We're not acting on hearsay. Even though Sis... Actually, no, they probably weren't acting on hearsay. They probably saw that the man she was shacking up with had keys to the house, pull up. They
For those who
probably
don't
had
know,
pictures.
this is an old story from
This is an
about
old
4
story.
shows ago.
This is an old story. Okay, so say the cocaine, you get arrested and somehow get good legal counsel. You paid the bail money and you're carrying on smartly with life, maybe until the hearing, maybe until your trial or you're getting sentenced. And in that time, you give your tithe. Tithe is tithe. Don't talk about it. Don't touch it. Don't question it. And I'm not asking because I have an answer, I'm asking genuinely because I'm curious. In a scenario where it is known that she's the baddest around town in the strip club. She doesn't come to church, but she just believes in the principle of giving.
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah. No. She's found a church to give to. She believes in the principle of giving. She don't come to church. She's a member. If you ask her where she go, well, what church she belongs to, she's a member.
She's a member of DGMT.
She's a member of the Church of DGMT. It's known about town. That's what she does. She's unapologetic. It's what I do.
On the weekend, she's Diamond, and Diamond be up there.
Because I think, talking about something that's illegal as in you go to prison for, I'm just talking about sinful lifestyle, or a lifestyle that is against what God expects from us or wants us to live. Woo, Jesus. That was scary.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the scream.
Sorry.
Vera was taking it back at the entrance of the She's taking it back. She was taking it back at someone walking
We have
into
been
the room.
joined in the studio by the one
Pastor,
and
you can
the
sit down.
only
For a quick
Pastor
question.
Bishop Denzel
You go ahead.
Rowe. Oh, thanks.
No, wait. All
I
right.
thought he was talking about black. I was like, black is pretty straightforward. Why are you suited?
Oh, yeah.
You saying yeah?
Yeah.
Who? Sorry, guys, we got distracted.
You get away.
Christoph say, Vera, go see Miss Daisy right now. Honestly, Christoph, my life could have gone a different way. I could have been the Miss Daisy of these streets. It could have been me. It could have been me. My background is in drama. I'm dramatic by nature. I apologize if I scared anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got to this topic, but you were listening to the show, sir? You have any idea what we're talking about?
Good stuff. I like it.
Powerful. I mean, I wonder if you guys are. Let me see. Let's see what comments are coming in based on what I've already said, and then I guess we can hear from the bishop. We haven't played this. We haven't had a commercial break. Starting to get a little warm now. I just said keep the swing up. Don't turn it off. Just remember there are some documents. You are so right, Monita. Once the funds are good, they turn a blind eye. Oh, you're talking about the churches and the laundering. Okay. In this plaid? You have somewhere to go? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm going to let Pastor Denzel and Dalton have this conversation while I read his comments. Remember, there are some documents that you sign when you open an account. It asks the amount of normal transaction to the account. There are still fine writings that governs deposits. Interesting. I didn't know they ask you what the normal deposits are.
Yeah, they ask you how much you spend
Or like,
monthly.
Or what your salary is. True. Laugh. Yeah. Not two. It's just. It's got a sprinkling. It's not two.
You see the
I think you.
the pants staying on there? Don't put straight
Sorry,
pants.
Pastor Dance has to make a fashion decision,
Yeah.
and he's pulled. Again, I'm going to let Delton assist him in this while I read his comments. I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be all right. I don't think anyone's going to be like, wow, he looks like an old bishop today. I don't think anybody. No. The closest thing I can remember is when Judas wanted to give his 30 silver pieces back, but they didn't accept it because it was blood money. Can the church reject the tithe? And then Christoph was coming for me. Delton, is your mic still on? Okay. So you guys just hear Delton. I didn't hear. Guys, I'm sorry. Christoph tried to come for me. If that is her vocation, are we talking about my stripper friend? If that is her vocation, that is genuinely her tithe because she worked for her money. By the way, is working on poles illegal? Didn't say illegal. Remember, I said sinful. I said immoral. Because I remember I said, let's put illegal to one side. Let's talk about lifestyles that are sinful. Maria said ghetto. This whole conversation in the background. I mean, now I feel like I've opened a can of worms I don't want to dive into. But here, Michelle is asking another question. No, it's not illegal. Are we in two minds about whether it's...
So we go morality versus sinful?
And the morality and sin, they're two different things because society defines morality. The word of God defines what is sin. I think those two things, there was a time when they were synonymous. Now, I don't trust them. I don't trust morality. I think that's too flaky. I feel like we don't see you in plaid often.
I don't like you right now. I get to show you. It's a nice try to give you away.
Oh, Jesus, new.
Yeah, I know it. You know it is. Yeah. No, you didn't. I remember I got this. You didn't get me straight.
Thanks, as I was unsure. Michelle, now the police in here, in terms of the facts, ask the police. But then, it isn't illegal, right?
What?
Working on poles isn't illegal. Like, strip clubs are not illegal, right?
Yeah, it is, actually.
Okay, so what? I'm confused now.
Yeah,
we need to clear this up.
I don't think it's in our law books to operate gentlemen's clubs.
What if you're a sugar baby and you give your tithe?
I mean, I don't know.
I guess we're touching on something touchy. We're touching on something
Yeah,
touchy.
because I mean now we going on like the next question is if you win a number.
Oh Jesus!
Your number fall.
But then we talked about gambling the other day.
Yeah,
and we said it's only a problem if you don't win.
Your number falls and then you give a tithe off it. I want you to believe, and I say this anyway. Don't mind.
Oh Jesus! What is this? Big people.
We are encumbered by a host of witnesses.
And they're here for the right show. I feel like you need to turn the camera on. Just sit in the chair for 2 seconds so people can see you. All of this,
Sure, yeah, buddy.
all right there. So it's all, but then they can see all the stuff in the background.
That's right.
All of this is endorsement. All of this is endorsement.
So
I feel like one of these pastors in here have to answer this question. One of these pastors in here have to answer.
Whoa!
So
I just said right up, Bishop
One of
Denzel.
them. It ain't both. One of them. Real quick, come. You can even.
I turn over to my chief apostle,
You can share the mic.
my chief apostle,
We can share
my
the
general secretary. How much people you gonna
Let the
bury
record
today?
reflect, Pastor
How
Denzel
much
has
people you gonna
come-
bury today?
He's come from a funeral.
He
He is
just
not
came
going
from a
to a
funeral.
funeral. This shirt he has put on is a new
Unless he's
outfit.
trying to suggest something about our next appointment. I don't know.
oh boy, I ain't coming at it.
You are.
I
You
come
are,
with you.
you are on radio.
I just wanted to say I love Morning Tea. I love the two co-hosts, beautiful people.
I wonder if
I
Pastor
love the
Kino has
audience
ever
here.
watched Good Morning. But we are so glad to have you.
Wow, you
We are
petty.
always glad to have you.
But you are so petty, though.
But why are you saying this like it's?
I thought our relationship was before was past this.
God.
All right, so we got no help with our question from our apostle
we-
guest. Our guest is coming. God.
That was a good opportunity we wasted. So Manita's saying it's still illegal.
She say if you
Pastor
know.
Denzel, come and give a 10-second comment on this.
Of
Comment
course,
on this.
of course, Elite is here. Elite came.
I thought Auntie Lita gone.
Oh, no,
She's
she's still
still here. Pastor Denzel, right quick. If a person is being known to earn their money by being known as in no. Let's say it's known because it's admitted. It's not hidden. In a case where there's no ambiguity as to the means by which they earn their money, their salary, we won't even call it salary, is illegal. Illegal or immoral, either or. Illegal or immoral. They have, in this case of being illegal, maybe they have been arrested, maybe not yet tried, possibly blood money.
And blood.
Or stripper money.
Stripper money.
It's stripper money.
And blood money.
Unapologetically stripper money. And they paid their tithe. Does the church have a responsibility to hold them accountable for what they do?
We want to welcome
Should the
Pastor
church
Dancer Roll to
just
the
take
show.
money? Should the church just
See, the
take
prob-
the money?
the problem is
take
that
the money and ask questions later.
The problem is if they're in the concept where if they pay in their tithes, they probably should be questioned and talked to, whatever the case is. In our church, we don't pay tithes. So it's based on your understanding of what you're doing.
Right.
If they pay in tithes, yeah, you only have big meeting and this and that and the other, whatever, and deal with that. If someone has the revelation of giving and understand all that I have belongs to God.
Right.
And I return my first 10. Not less than my first 10, could be my first 20, I return my first to God. If this person is returning the tithe from a place of revelation, this is where they at. Now, the issue now is we need to talk to them, not the idea of giving them back the money, whatever. How do you do that? How do you, to me, the money's not the issue. What's the issue now is we need to build faith in this person, because faith is not transferable. Obviously, they got the faith to believe God to increase their finances.
Because
they don't have the faith to believe God that they don't have to expose themselves. So there's a word issue, there's a word lapse that needs to be handled. See, in those churches where people are paying that, if somebody called me, I'm just coming, I'm going to give you this money. Keep your money. Because what you call me for? Why did you call me as Pastor Dancer to tell me my number just fall? I come in to see you. on the whole, I don't do this thing where Pastor John said, "I'm blessed church, come get this money." I don't do that.
Right.
Because you're trying to create
You won't be seen.
You won't be seen. You're trying to put on a show. If someone out of their heart believes in the principle of giving, however their funds came and they give into the ministry, who am I to question that? What Paul says, thank you, Holy Ghost. Paul says, I don't want to know nothing about you. Save Jesus Christ.
But Pastor Denzel, you do know.
And him. So my job is to get Jesus Christ and him crucified to become real in your life. That's my job. We cherry picking on this money, this and that. I need to get a person saved.
Okay.
I need to get them delivered. I need to get their faith up.
Okay. Comment here. If you knowingly accept the money, isn't that encouraging the lifestyle?
I don't
Wouldn't you
accept the
have
money.
to
They don't
keep
give that to me.
Doing the sin to keep it up.
I don't accept the money. I am only the conduit. I'm God's ambassador in the earth. How am I? How does the U.S. Embassy makes decision in the Bahamas without contacting Washington? They can't do that. They can't make decisions concerning transactions in the Bahamas to the United States government without contacting the United States government. So I am not in a position to say, don't bring this here. That's them. They're giving.
You're putting yourself in God and their business.
I ain't in that. They don't give. People, you do not give to the church.
You give to God through the church.
You give to God through the church.
My God.
You don't give to the church. You give through. So when I start questioning again, how I get there? That ain't my pay grade. My pay grade is to make sure faith is established on the inside of them. So if that person is buying numbers, if that person is gambling, some other sort of gambling, if they are stripping, if they deal in drugs, and I'm showing how shallow I am. I'm concerned with this money thing when their soul is at rest. I ain't worried about that money thing, man. There was a dude who was in charge. The Romans were not good to the people of God. The Romans were not good to them. Yet still, there was a centurion who the people says, Jesus, man, go pray for your daughter because he helped us build the church. He gave money towards the temple. And Jesus didn't say, y'all take that money? How do y'all take that money? When Jesus stood watching the offering plate, he confirms, you see them, they only showing off. He never gave back to them though.
No. He was like, come for your money.
Y'all take this money. Jesus said, but you know where we got to go from here? You know how far we got to travel from here? So he never said no. So, and this is, we in the church, we major in the minors. We major so much in the minors. Now, there's going to be some carnal people hearing this, or he's a pastor, they only want money.
Only one.
Well, you and your shallowness, y'all stay where y'all is.
Shire.
Whoever you are with your shallow self. That's offensive. You took offense. We can say it about Jesus Christ and him crucified. I want that person one to the kingdom. I have no discussion with them about what they give, how they give. Because how do we know where we get the money from? How do I know? Well, you speak in tongues. That don't mean nothing. I don't know who Delton design. I don't know if Delton designed fly when people way out on the end life key on the end.
On the key?
On the end. Like on life key on the end part.
On the end part.
They may need one flyer done for one of them wonderful things they have.
Right.
8089942.
So they call Delton if they need a fly design.
You have special rates for establishments out west.
808.
Special rates.
I don't know if he designed something for them. Let me tell you a story. You know, I have a brother. Let's say he's playing a musical instrument.
Right.
That was playing for a secular band.
Right.
Ask me about.
I've heard.
Ask me, should I? He asked me, should I? What do you think about this? I said, buddy, listen, I know the God in you. This is about where your piece is and what God is saying to you. Do what you got to do. And he was there playing with the band, making some serious money, some good money. The boy told me he was quitting. The brother in me says, "Stop being a fool, boy." The brother in me. Forget a little pastor thing. I ain't want no pastor no rare. The brother in me saying, "Do it. You making some good money. Don't be no fool. Don't be no fool. Stay in school.
Give me this remote.
You go late.
Don't be no fool. Freezing. It's on me, man.
Over here hot. Right here is hot. And that brother of mine, I don't know how long it lasted. It wasn't long. Before he used to get paid to go to practice.
I think that brother has told this story on the show.
He used to get paid to go to practice. You ever get paid to go to practice? Dudes get paid for practice by the hour. And then get paid more for the gigs. And the group was busy. This is what I think you do. Just go to the end.
yeah.
Yours
No, we
go
go to
to
the end. We're in the middle.
Yours go in the middle.
We're in the middle. Like, we smack down in the middle.
and he left the man saying his spirit was convicted.
Well,
He got convicted in the spirit that he couldn't do it no more. I got a dear friend of mine. Watch me get in trouble now. I can get in trouble because I'm leaving here right now. Who was in the lodge? Oh,
You don't know about the Lord.
he was in. I know you don't know the lodge. Don't touch the lodge.
I better
He
do this,
was
Mike.
in the lodge, and as he
better do-
grew in the things of God, his spirit got convicted.
right.
That's what our job is. Cause a conviction to happen. I had a brother that was engaged in the whole gambling thing, a consummate gambler, and he says when he went to the referendum to go vote, he vote no.
He would.
He vote no. He said he had a straight on vote yes.
Wow.
But he heard his pastor's voice when he got in there and said he could not vote yes because all he heard was his pastor's voice. My job is that Christ be formed in you, man.
God.
For Christ to be formed in you.
Just take DGMT to the deep GMT. Thank goodness. One comment I'd like you to address before you go. However, this is from Dwayne Roll. This is not the brother of which you spoke earlier, I believe, but it is a brother nonetheless, or
I
a
hear
friend
you.
that you go who goes,
Way back.
"Woo."
Way
Way back, yeah.
However, on that same note, that pastor is speaking. Were the disciples not admonished not to receive gifts offered to idols? Would that be in that realm of ambiguity, asking for nobody?
That's from nobody.
No one really wants to know, but seeing as we're here talking about
Let's
it,
put it out there.
I think context is critical. Context is very, very critical. And as they were engaged in that idol worship and all that kind of stuff, I mean, if someone comes with something that's lewd, again, I think, how do we know it's offered in idol worship? How did you know? And that's why I said, if somebody comes to me and says, boy, my number 4, boy, I don't get to see a church. No, I don't do that. No, I don't accept those kind of stuff. You ain't coming to me with no announcement and, I won't get to see a church. And I think when it is known, certain things are known and people are doing things so as to stain the reputation of the church and to stain the name of the church, then I think we must now use wisdom in how we engage in that. But from the standpoint of when people give and their giving is between them and God, I don't get in that. That's their giving between them and God. And I can't work. I can't deal with that.
what show was it on where we were talking about money being, you talked about how money is not innately evil. Like it doesn't, in and of
Absolutely.
itself, it's a neutral thing.
It's neutral. It's neutral. It is not. It's like we're talking about crisis.
Right, that was it.
That crisis
Crisis
are not.
is neutral.
It's not positive
It's not-
or negative.
It's just a point.
It's a
It's
point.
just a moment.
Yeah, it's a moment.
It's what you do with it, I guess.
Absolutely, just like money.
And if you chose to give the money to God, that's a good decision.
Absolutely, man.
Good decision.
Hashtag, as Julianne put it, the closer.
The closer is
Hashtag the
in
closer.
the house,
Well,
Julianne.
I just want to get you for one more thing, Pastor, before you head to this
I try
funeral.
to see the picture, man. I was look at me on TV.
Ah, yikes. Oh, okay.
Do you want me to turn my...
I got it.
Got it?
Okay.
All right.
You like to look at yourself on TV.
So,
You like.
how we sort of got to this point.
I like it.
There was a lady down there in Louisiana that
This chair's not working with me, guys. I'm sorry.
She, Charles Schwab, she's a part of this brokerage thing with Charles Schwab.
Okay.
And they put money into her account, almost like monthly. She's supposed to get $82.56. Somebody wasn't paying attention when they were typing what they selected. Gave her $1,205,000 plus. She's now before the courts because they want their things back.
Because it's an illegal thing to do.
Because when one get the
money
money,
that's been put in your
as soon as she saw that little text come to the phone thing, she
gonna
gonna Commonwealth transfer thing, and she's like, all right, let me transfer this out here to Commonwealth Bank.
House was bought, car was bought.
She buy what house? She didn't buy no Benz. She buy a nice Hyundai, 2021 Hyundai SUV. Yeah, man.
I like a spirit.
Good. I tell you, she buy a good family car.
I like a spirit.
I was like, I can get me one nice.
Yeah, she gonna spread the money out.
You
She got a lot of things to do.
You also need to show him the picture of her face. Her mugshot, he needs to see it.
Like, put it on the screen.
Because you need the whole context. See what kind
I did it right.
I like
see
a
what kind
spirit.
of sis is. It's illegal though, Pastor Denzel. We've learned that today. That regardless, that's an illegal act.
Oh no, most definitely.
So
Some of us,
the question was
Delta parents doesn't
WWYD.
care about that.
Was what would you do? That's the question. The question was WWYD. That's one. Mom was like, you think I get the money back? You actually look at that mugshot. I was like, you're like me? I'm saying me.
Take it then. Take it back. If you
I'm
want it,
saying
come take it.
Me?
I was funny enough. I was
Miracle money, Rev.
I think I just finished preaching.
Miracle money.
I just finished preaching 1 week about 4 or 5 years ago. By this time tomorrow.
Ah, yes, Lord.
Slap your neighbor and tell him by this time
I put
tomorrow.
up the Baptist finger right now.
Yeah, that you know that story where Elijah tell them, man.
You tell them
by this time tomorrow.
You can be saying, "I'm
I was preaching that, but and I think within 2 weeks of that, I went to my account and checked my little account wise and realized that they had actually accidentally put $280,000 in my account. $280,000
by this time
was by this time. I say, Lord, but by the time as I go on to check my thing, they already pull it off. And I say I was operating the spirit of disobedience. If I did really believe that word, I should have been checking my account balance. That $287,000 would have done well.
Yeah.
But that being said, that's Stephen. That's Stephen. I know. Where, a friend of mine.
Where Stephen from?
Because it ain't yours.
Where Stephen from?
It ain't yours.
Where did I get the money from?
It's similar to your.
Where did I get the money from?
Similar to your children bringing home stuff. You know they ain't got no job, and they bringing home things in your house and using them.
That's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Where I get the money from?
In your account.
Who go?
The same way you get that washing machine from. Where your washing machine from? Where your son, 18 years old, don't have no job. Where he find a LG computerized washing machine?
What you mean?
Huh? Where your son who ain't got no job, he ain't in UB, he ain't in Success, he ain't in I show you now, he ain't in BTVI, but he pull up in your house with an LG washing machine, washer and dryer, and you using that. That's the same as using that money that's in your account. He ain't yours. You know it ain't supposed to be there.
Where is the money?
Huh?
Where's the money?
The same place with the washing machine and dryer.
No. What I'm saying, in my house. That's different. Someone brought that
in your possession.
Somebody brought that in my house, and I saw them brought it.
Both are in your possession.
Saw them brought it.
I saw them brought it. This money that is in my account, I saw nobody bring this.
So is the laws do it? I have a friend. I won't call their name. They maybe. I think they're average.
You really have that Jesus spirit. You got a mixed batch of friends.
Yeah.
A mixed batch.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends. Yeah.
I
got a friend who's actually a regular listener to the show, and I remember that there was some funds put on their account, and they spent it, and we had to find the money to replace it.
He was a good friend too.
Yeah.
He's a good friend.
Yeah, because we was good friends then.
We had to come together. We had to come together.
We had to come together and find that money back, and that's what I learned.
Stephen,
leave them people money alone.
All right, so let's say that 280 is on your account.
Dalton, you trying to add brackets
and it's therefore
and
you have 2 weeks. 2 weeks gone by.
Oh, you see, Walker, you mentioned the $280,000 drop in my account, and I was preaching that same by this time tomorrow.
He preached that word, and he went there, $28,000.
Yeah, but I got there late though. When I got there ready to move it, if I had operated in faith in that word,
exactly.
That's a counterfeit blessing, buddy.
No, I had to take that money off. When that happened,
Mm-hmm.
I still had the mortgage on my duplex. So I had to take that money off and give that back to them.
But here you go.
And pay off my duplex. And then they can say, you took our money. Nobody get yours.
Like, no, I gave it back.
I gave it back to yours.
I didn't keep it.
So, y'all look
the
up.
money's in your possession. Go and check the
Y'all go and check the
I
file.
didn't give it back to you.
You know, and it's my house.
Powerful.
So probably Michelle used to work at a bank. Michelle inherited it. Michelle Monroe. She was like, Dalton, this is even worse because you didn't see the deposit made.
Dalton?
Michelle came off me.
Now you know what? I can be honest now. For us, for where we are now in the digital space that we're in now, the three of us in this room as ministers now. This can get a little touchy now, you know. Because transfers happening all the time.
And that's what I've been saying.
That's we try not. Dalton is not a minister in DGMT.
Them people in them bank. Them people in them bank. They better do their homework. Because things ain't where it used to be. They better don't slip now, because I can say, like, right now you have people sending funds to my account, people being a blessing to me. I mean, on average, as you know, it's one strong $40, but still.
It coming.
That's $40 you didn't have before.
Right, that strong 40 coming, and I can't know when that person, they sold into my life, that $40 might blow up to $400,000, and I didn't even ask them, because I don't want to sell them. I just need $400,000 there, and I start spending. How bad that?
No, you call the bank. You call the bank first.
Yeah, you're supposed to call the bank first. But man, they don't lock me up, man.
No, my God.
That remember the fellow who I don't be sorry when the fellow hit Robin car, right? When the old man hit Robin car, and they saw that he had some brake fluid in his back seat. So they said the insurance people said we ain't fixing the car
Because your brakes
because
clearly.
obviously he knew
It,
his brakes was stolen.
But then he have it in the back of
But
his
he
car
say
because he put
77-year-old
brake fluid in there.
77-year-old man. He says, I pay insurance on my car. They said, sir, this is your fault. You knew your brakes were not holding by virtue of the fact of this brake fluid.
But then I have it in my car because I put the fluid in there.
top it up.
But
I just top it up.
Now on the next side, we just really want our car fixed, you know. So I go on this old fella and say, man, listen, I got to carry you to court because we need this car fixed. I need this money. We need this money. Senior man said, I'm 73 years old. Where you find money from? Carry me to court. He said, go ahead. Carry me to court.
I'm with Uncle. I'm with him.
I say, Robert, that's for you. Let's go fix this car. I get about here.
Oh, man.
Morning, good morning.
Thank you. Another
Another closing comment.
surprise guest. Closing comments live and in person. It was hot. The tea was hot this morning. And honestly, I don't know what was in this tea. This tea had a little lime. This tea had some sugar.
In old
some
school,
zest,
black pepper.
some black. What? I don't even want to get into that.
You don't know the black pepper in tea?
Black pepper and tea for what?
All right.
If you're sick, eh?
Next day you call me and tell me you have gas pain. Tea bag. Sprinkle black pepper in there.
Black pepper.
This is the recipe of our ancestors, man.
This is.
This is the
Yo,
recipe
tell
of
Delton,
our
stop that.
ancestors.
I have had a wonderful time this morning. Listen, it's DGMT. It could go any way. It surely did, and we're grateful for it.
Yeah.
Somehow we talked about the strippers on the pole. Sometimes, somehow
But we still ain't sure if it's illegal or not.
laundering money, drug
Yeah, but
money,
they say it was
blood
illegal?
She
She says it's illegal?
Yeah.
She said don't
Yeah,
get,
yeah.
She said don't get catch in
don't
the raid.
fool around with that. Don't get catch in the raid. You don't raid if it's not legal. Then
I
it's
mean,
illegal.
You check and make sure it's happening. See? And this is a health professional.
Black pepper. This is for gas.
What? I don't know what it does here.
I've never heard of that. In all the things
I got
that
it
people
I got
recommend
it
to
from
me.
Laura. Laura's that for years. And,
You know,
and it helps. And it helps.
once in a while.
Actually, and works.
Okay.
It
Thank you very
works.
much. And again,
It
we've
works.
left GGMT. Listen, there ain't no time you leave GGMT and you ain't learned something new. You learn
Some
today.
some new information.
It don't matter if it's in your account, it ain't yours, it ain't yours.
Wait a little
Black
while.
pepper wakes. Finally.
So, Michelle, let's quick question, Michelle.
Oh, let it go.
So, if I call the bank and the bank says there are no mistakes made, what should I do? Like withdraw and say, no, this is my money, give it back to them?
No. If the bank say there's no mistake made, then I'm going to make sure I have that on record.
But they say no mistake
No,
made.
I can
All
make
right.
sure what you said is on record, then I'm moving. Then I'm
Then you
gone.
transfer it?
Go on.
All right, then. All right. Anywho.
Yes. No. I'm not like, I'm only picking somebody up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, no problem.
Wait, where?
Right now?
Yes, you're on right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, drop him home? Which direction are you going into?
As we wrap up our personal
I
business
try and
this
figure out-
morning, DGMT.
I ain't right on. So where you picking somebody up?
No,
Where you
right across
Round the corner.
Kemp.
Huh? I mean, I can go. Yeah, man, I had a problem with it.
Wow, it's a whole arrangement. No, I don't want to come.
Cheer plans. Cheer plans.
I didn't think you wouldn't want to come.
No, I don't. That's like the adult table. It's like when everyone says it's too grown.
Yeah, you just go for the jokes. Just go to Kiki. That's all. Yeah.
That's true. It would
When
be
they laugh,
plenty,
you
plenty of that.
When they laugh, you laugh too.
Anyhow, I guess we're wrapping up DGMT.
And I saw-
Dalton's making plans
I saw one in
to
the paying, so I know
turn
they
up
me.
for the rest of the day. Even without vaccination, he's still planning to live his best life, and that is our
'Cause
advice to you.
And I eat no door.
No matter what side you fall on, continue to live your best life. That's it, Michelle. I ain't gonna sleep. If I call in the bank and they're gonna tell me keep the money, all is well. I'm gonna make sure I have a record of that.
Until next month, be like, oh, sorry, no, we made a mistake.
No.
Give us our money back.
So yeah,
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been an amazing show.
always.
Always a good show.
And we're gonna say pip pip cheerio until
Please remember that there's
the
no
8th of
show
May.
next week.
No show next week. I tell Delton, you guys, what do you think of this? I told Delton he should replay one of our older episodes just to keep the people entertained, a bit of kiki.
Bring up the thing
Now
on.
you may not be able to
We can-
comment.
we can
And to be
bring up-
honest, you could comment.
We can trust me.
You can comment, and we'll see those comments. We get a little notification and whatnot. But Delta say you can.
We can play
Delta
the thing.
say
We
you
can play the
busy.
one on Sparta
Yeah. Anyway,
to
play
bring
one
some
on
context to that story about Sparta and
Yeah,
the church that
okay.
called out the woman.
because it's a thing.
It's a thing.
I'm gonna send you the new one I saw.
right.
That one, the tone was listen. Semantics are so important. That's why you got to listen to your English teacher.
All right.
Listen to your English teacher.
So tune in next week for DGMT.
Yeah, the language in this new one didn't sit as right with me.
Ah.
Had all the scriptures, same
But it didn't
principles.
sit.
The language didn't sit right.
To
The
all
language.
of our commenters for the day, to our sharers, to those that shared and liked and followed, we love y'all. We thank y'all so much.
Where's the camera? Stay.
Right there, man.
Right.
Got it. Bingo. Arrow. Anyway, so to all of
Michelle
you,
said that would be good. That's it. It's a done
yeah,
deal.
Done. And Michelle, if you want to transfer some money to me, Commonwealth Bank, 70-110-34763, Mackey Street Ranch.
Listen. I've been hearing stories of these supernatural deposits.
Say it again, 70-110-34763.
We just heard a testimony of that last week.
Just last week.
Okay. Anyway.
34763, Commonwealth Bank, Mackey Street.
The spirit-filled believer will know when it's the Lord. Period. The spirit-filled believer will know when it's the Lord's doing, and it should be
You
marvelous
don't
in
come
our
for
eyes.
Spadoni. You don't know. That was a blessing.
I don't say my say.
Anyway, stay tuned to Glory 93.9 FM. Of course, the great shows are all here for you. Of course, next week, Monday to Friday, we have National Access and Global Paradigm Shift. Starts at 9 a.m. with Adrian Francis and Michelle Malcolm. Right back to back, 9 to 11, 11 to 1. And then you have Pastor Denzel and Pastor Aquino's back, the one-on-one in full force, Mondays at 5 or 5:30ish. Daily guys, starts open at 5. Their Wednesdays is Barbershop Talk. The crew is back. They're talking about paying their bills to the hospital for Miss Walker. Just so you know, they're going to pay them bills that are often at the hospital. And for those that don't watch Barbershop Talk, please know that if you use the services of PMH, you have a bill there. You might want to pay that. I'm pretty sure
You
do.
might want to pay that.
You might want to pay that. Please.
Really should.
Please help us buy beds.
Oh my. That is crazy.
You need the song to play. The song going to be in the background. For just $200 today, you can help us by build a new hospital.
Just by paying your
And
bill.
get some beds, please.
Oh man, that is
Anyway.
that's a conundrum, isn't
Yeah.
it? There were so many things that we wanted to crack open today and touch on, but your DGMT
We have
has
to.
stole the show, and it's been great anyhow.
Thursdays,
great on here.
Girl Talk. I
Yes,
saw Girl
that's
Talk
where
show
you were
there.
going. That's where you were going.
Listen to me. When the Girl Talk have shows planned up until probably next year March, and they get flyers for them. For us, we just realized now
This week is for female entrepreneurs.
We just realized now we ain't got no show next week. don't mind us. Yeah, but next week for us, she have
Xavier Higgs.
Is Xavier this week?
Xavier Higgs, the owner, the founder of POW.
all right, and then on Friday we have no show yet.
I was going to say, there's a show on Friday and I don't know about it.
Of course,
I think we should
feel
have
free to join us.
I think we should have our grammar show on Friday.
That's all-
Just a
so
little
I-
segment,
that's all
30
you,
minutes.
ma'am.
A quick English lesson.
I know what I say. Reverse back and things. I know it.
Do you know what my biggest one is? I'm going to throw this out there because people are going to be like, what? And then we're going to wrap this up. My biggest one would have the use of would have.
Anyway, we would have talked about that, but we're not going to talk about that today. we would
No,
have.
that's the correct use of would have.
What we would have talked about today was mentorship, but we didn't talk about that.
That's correct.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's correct.
so until next week, Candy's coming out and thumbs up to all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in from all around the world. I'm tuning in from Virginia, New York, Florida. Where else we at today?
Mackey Street.
Mackey Street. Off Soldier Road.
Off Soldier Road.
Cowpen Road.
Where you always live?
Christoph, us.
The Grove.
Angliston. The Angliston area.
Angliston area. Seabreeze.
Seabreeze.
Seabreeze in the
I
house.
see Seabreeze in the house. Seabreeze
Who
Villas.
else in the house? Who else in the house?
Everybody else.
Everybody in the
Everybody
house.
else. Like I was tuning
All
in.
over the islands, all over the world.
Yeah, so until next week, y'all be safe and secure. Make sure your anchor holds through the storms of life.
My God. When the clouds.
For those that don't have a church home, feel free to join me, Vera, and Shauna tomorrow at
Big squad.
At Life Worship
Big
Center.
squad. Love it.
At 8 a.m.
Love it.
8 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Nashville in the house too.
Got some closing comments for you? Oh,
Closing
Donna, let's hear.
comments. I said my closing comments. Wow, Dels is just gonna go on the phone. Listen, always a pleasure. Always a wonderful time. Make sure next week, next show, you share it. Marisha say New York. I love it. Next week, it's going to be London in the house. Why not? I can be where I want to be. So, has been an awesome time. Hope. What's been our takeaway? We didn't do our takeaway today. It's been a lot of things. Ponder on these things. Ponder on all of the things until we meet again. I was going to go into it. Oh, New York. Sorry, I'm going to stay focused.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Doesn't organize a lot of his personal
I
business
apologize.
right here on this
That's
show.
what I
His plans for after DGMT, all ironed out.
Yeah, so
Right before
thanks
your
for much,
very
Donna.
eyes.
I love for tuning in all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, and New York. Mauritius over there in Manhattan, over there on 20th Avenue, living our best life.
Oh gosh, I miss it.
You miss New York? I've never been. I
just
hope to
miss
go
places.
someday.
I miss places.
Um,
I told one of my colleagues that I hadn't been off this island in 16 months, and she nearly fell out. She couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so until next week after next, when we be in person live, but we'll have a show for next week just for
Indeed.
y'all. And please comment because we can answer y'all in your
Yeah,
comments.
why not? That
We
could
gonna
be a
answer.
whole. That could be a whole next.
We'll have a show in the comments.
A whole next show.
While y'all commenting, we'll have a show. So until next week,
Pip pip cheerio.
shout outs to all of you. Any comments, anything crosses your timeline that seems interesting.
Yes.
Like
I really quick. When we came into the show, one of our friends was here, and we said to her, like, what should we talk about? What's been going on? She said, ain't nothing really going on in the church world. I said, we've been behaving. That's a good thing. Well
Yeah.
done, guys.
We did-
Well done, guys.
we did
You went
get
a
we did
whole
get
week
this 2 weeks.
without any drama. You let the news be about the world and the people in the world. Well done. Let's keep up the good work. Let's keep up.
Doing what we can do. There you go.
Let's keep up the good work.
It's Marisha again. Marisha, right now, I second guess for Drew. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway.
It was after Julie called him.
Yeah,
Everything changed.
Everything that's throw off everything. So right now, I better go home. Anyway, y'all be safe. You know, we playing Good Morning, even though it's 1:33. Enjoy the song. It's a good song.
It's a good song. I thought he was going to play the cha-cha slide for people that
For that,
sorry, the
that show,
church, the Christian slide, the slide. What it is?
Say less.
I don't feel like the show is complete without it.
Say less. So as we leave today, we want to leave you with this word of the Lord. Backslide. Don't you dare. Don't you dare backslide. Oh, Dawn was there today. We didn't see Dawn. Where Dawn is today? Because this Dawn favorite part of the show. Dawn will lead it. So we leave you with here with this word of
Dawn,
encouragement.
Gabby, Chris, Tonio.
Tonio, Tonio from Oklahoma. So Oklahoma's in the house today.
Oklahoma in the
I forget Oklahoma's in the
house.
house. Oklahoma. All right, everybody, bye. Y'all be safe, man. That's a song for every single
Peace out.
day. Peace out. A-Town down. Yeah.
Hey y'all, this right here's the Bible Slide featuring the Freedom Band. And this time we're about to get holy, 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 holy. Holy, holy, holy. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, we about to have some spiritual milk. To the left. Take a step of faith. Pray once this time. On the devil, let's stomp. On temptation, let's stomp. Bible slide real smooth. Now praise and shout. To the right. Take a step of faith. Jump out the boat. Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Bible slide now, y'all. Now it's time to get holy. Get right now. To the left. Take it to the grave and see it resurrect. Come alive this time. Right fist, 2 pumps. Left fist, 2 pumps. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Backslide. No! Backslide. No! It's just a move. Let's win the lost. Go left. Take his kingdom back now, y'all. 2 souls this time. 2 souls this time. Right fist, 2 pumps. Left fist, 2 pumps. Pray on your knees. Pray on your knees. Get holy with it. Oh, yeah. Come on. Bible slide now, y'all. Temptations, turn them down. The harvest is ready. Take them back now, y'all. 5 souls this time. On principalities, let's stomp. On the bondage, let's stomp. They're not your friends. The devil's not your friend. On the devil, let's stomp. On temptation, let's stomp. Behave! Everybody raise your hands. Come on, y'all. Pray it out. How low can you go? Can you go down low? Drop your knees to the floor. How low can you go? He can bring it to the top. He can raise your face up. He can bring it to the top. 1 hop. Right foot now. Walk it out now, y'all. Bible slide real smooth. Turn the devil down.
To the right.
Take his kingdom back now, y'all. Don't fall this time. Don't fall this time. Win, win. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Shake off the dust, arise. Shake off the dust, arise. Win, win. Win, win. He's your friend. He's coming back again. Don't be fooled now, y'all. He's coming back again. To the left. Take his kingdom back now, y'all. The lost, the lost. The cross, the cross. He's alive, let's jump. He's alive, let's jump. Right fist, let's pump. Left fist, let's pump. His kingdom come. His will be done. Don't slide to the right. Don't slide to the left. Take his people back now, y'all. Bible slide now. Turn the devil down.
Jesus wins every round.
Stand firm now. Proclaim now, y'all.
Jesus loves you!
Pray it out. Bring him out. Praise and shout.